What is up, San Antonio Spurs fans? Welcome to TSR Sports. We'll be doing a live play-by-play reaction to tonight's game, the San Antonio Spurs versus the Utah Jazz. And I see in the chat, Dylan Harper will make his debut tonight. He is going to be on a minutes restriction, but he will be playing, and that's a good thing, is it not? Couch contingent's all here. Hulk, Headband, Grogu, JL, Groot, Mikey, Jonathan, and of course, Levitating Baby Coyote with a good luck boot before the game. Look, I didn't forget. Boop. Alrighty. Levi, friends, what's going on? Thank you for stopping in. Greco, Domino, Skull, what's up? We got what? Not sure. I don't think that came out right. Glaze and Bacon, what's going on? Harper. I don't think he's starting. I gotta think coming off the bench, but we'll see. Fonswine, what's up? You're right. Everybody's on minutes restriction. That's fair. Steven, what's going on? Yop. I'm going to say 20. Dr. Phil Allen, good evening. Keldon Johnson, whatever role's needed for us to win, I will do it with 2 feet and a full head of steam. That was postgame Wednesday. Keldon has looked fantastic so far in 2 preseason games. Now, it is only preseason, but he plays like this throughout the entire preseason. That gives me confidence he'll play like that in the regular season because he did play much better in the second half of the season last year, post-All-Star break, than he did before. So hopefully Keldon can be that spark plug off the bench that he wasn't for the first half of the year last year. Ace, we'll see. He fired his agent, didn't he? Like there was an issue with his agent or sort of agent, something. I don't know. Keldon hasn't chucked 4 threes throughout the entire preseason. He's 2 of 3. He's not chucking threes right now, which is a good thing. Kokoshibo, I think Wemby plays tonight, and I think this is the last time he plays in the preseason. Just my 2 cents. Gregory, what's going on? And Anthony Bartons with the $2 super chat says, here at the Frostbag Center sitting in 2-2-1. What's up, my man? Thank you for stopping in. Lean? Hunter, lean? Like a lean on your house? Anderson scored. Who's going to sit down on this game? What do you mean? Like, who's not going to play? I think Castle's out. Fox is out. Harper's in. I'd like to see Castle play. I'd like to see Sohan play sooner than later. Darren, I don't know the starting lineup yet, but I doubt he's starting. What's up, Jeremiah? Thank you for stopping in. If he starts, then I'll be happy to eat my words. But considering he hasn't played all preseason, and he missed a lot of time due to the surgery on his, I think it was his thumb. I know it was a shooting hand. I feel quite confident Dylan Harper is not going to start. He'll be coming in as some sort of backup. Rico, last I knew Vassell was in. Is he out? Kelly Olynyk is still out. Devin is playing. Okay. And yes, Victor does need to get his running back. Here's the starting lineup from Jay Money. What's going on, Jay? Devin Vassell, Julian Champagnie, Keldon Johnson, Harrison Barnes, Victor Wembanyama. Same lineup as last time. So true point guard will play, but won't be starting. By the way, if you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do so. It does help the channel. Bring some new fans in. Bring some non-fans in. I don't know. You know the deal. Pop, what does the thumbs up look like? Greco and an Adam Flagler fan. And the regular season does start. It's October 22nd. By the way, can I just say something real quick? It's not Spurs related, but this is TSR Sports. How about my New York Giants? Who saw that coming last night? I'm willing to say pretty much nobody. As a Giants fan, I didn't have a lot of faith going into that game, especially after losing to the previously winless New Orleans Saints. And then the Giants didn't just beat the Eagles, they crushed them. It's great. What's up, Stingray X Factor? Jedi Trick, good evening. Kyle, the Giants were... they have a nice foundation they're building with Jackson Dart at QB and Cam Scatterboom at running back. Neighbors should be a solid wide receiver once he comes back from his torn ACL. I think if they keep playing well, Dart and Scatterboom might just save Brian Dable's job because his job is clearly on the line this year. Yeah, Gabriel, you might be dealing with him for the next decade. Thank you, Greco. Yo, PC Gamer by default. Yeah, the Eagles they had a tough loss against the Broncos and only put up 17 points, and then 17 versus the Giants. Saquon Barkley started the game last night with 2 runs for like 30, 31 yards, and then finished with 10 more carries for like 20, or he just disappeared, and he's on pace to rush for under 1,000 yards, I believe, after he ran for over 2,000 last year. He is falling off a cliff. I don't know what's wrong with Philly. I'm glad they're not playing well. Don't get me wrong. You got to put... Yeah, I got to do... Rico, I need to change things up a little bit. Jamie says the Eagles suck. I'm okay with that. Domino says, haha, go G-Man. I'm a Cowboys fan. Yeah, because I'm sure you don't like the Giants, but you really don't like the Eagles. What's up, Machine 78? I don't know the Jazz starting lineup, Skull. Oh, it's right there. It's going to be Keontae George, Ace Bailey, Mekalekahai, Mekahine Ho, Hendricks, and Nurkic. All right, no surprise that Lauri Markkanen's not playing. I mean, I didn't expect him to play. Sheldon, yes. I don't like the hits that Jackson Dart's taking, running in there, getting popped. He does need to learn to slide more. He did it a little in the Saints game. If he's going to be our starting quarterback for the next decade, it's an imperative he learns to get down and just lose that yard or two instead of getting crushed and getting knocked out of the game. He's been to the tent twice already, I think just this week. Bonjour, Julian. Go, Spurs, go. Did I see Giants? I saw the whole game, Stinger X Factor. Jay Medina, I'm watching it on NBA League Pass. I don't know what it's on. I don't know what's on otherwise than that. I live in Connecticut. It's the only option I have. Where's my pickers? Right? You picked the Giants over the Eagles? Jazz suck. All right, Texans Swarm. I believe she'll make her season debut. She's currently being, she's DMP. Do not play. She's not in the country, like not in the United States. She's in Montenegro, which used to be Serbia, which used to be Yugoslavia. Yeah, a lot of crazy stuff over there. But she's out of the country for another 7 days? It's a week from today? Wait, what's today? Friday? Yeah, a week from today she comes back. And I can't wait. Direct to FanDuel, just the letter J. The games are all over the place. I hate it. I can't stand it. When I looked at the schedule with you guys a few nights ago, I'm like, you do need multiple apps to watch the Spurs now. I really don't want to get Peacock just for one game. So I'll probably watch some other stuff that's on there. It's a tax write-off too. I'm getting it really only for the Spurs. But I'm going to have to get Peacock twice in the season to watch one game. I hate it. But I'm guessing a lot of you are not going to get Peacock for one game. So I'll take the hit and take one for the team. As the NBA Finals tonight. Or WNBA? I have no idea. It's on Wow TV. As we are, I'm watching on NBA League Pass. I don't know. Texans Swarms, maybe a local game in the Northeast. The Nets, the Celtics, or the Knicks. We'll see. I do know, I like to let you guys know this ahead of time. I know I'm going to miss at least one game this season. It's the third game of the regular season. It's against the Brooklyn Nets. I don't get the channel it's on. The Giants are playing the Eagles again. I absolutely want to see that rematch. And it's a 2 p.m. game, which those games generally don't draw a lot of interest because it's NFL Sunday. And against the Nets, which usually don't draw interest either. I can't even name 3 players on the Nets right now. So that one game we'll miss. Hopefully we can do at least 80 others. Hopefully the game starts late. No! Kobe? I'm hoping it starts. Sorry, I hope it starts any second. That would be the Aces' 3rd championship, J Money, and is it 5 years? McD, good evening to you. Area 51, Go Spurs go. And Yodi gave the boop already. I remembered. I did it in the first 30 seconds. No Texans. I live in Connecticut, so whichever. I'm indifferent on what arena the Spurs play in. It's an expensive trip. It's not cheap to go to Texas. My last Spurs trip cost for 2 games and food and rental car and flight. Of course, things may have been a little costlier then. Who knows? I don't know what prices are for travel. It was almost a $2,000 vacation. If I go again, I would not be going solo. That would be going with TSR, so that would bump it up to at least a $3,000 vacation. So we'll see. And my big concern, too, with coming out there to plan to see 2 games is what if Wemby doesn't play in those 2 games? Or what if Castle doesn't play? Injuries do happen. You buy your tickets in advance, get your travel plan in advance, then the player you want to see isn't playing, which would really suck. Zach, I'm probably not going to watch the Saquon Barkley documentary because I don't care about him anymore. I know there's some information about maybe he didn't want to be I'm done with him. I've moved on. He's been gone from the Giants for over a year. Best of luck to him. Congratulations on winning a Super Bowl and rushing for 2,000 yards. But I really don't care. I hope it doesn't come off as rude. It's just he's in the past, and I want to look to the future. Jackson Dart, Cam Scatterbull, and Malik Neighbors when he's back. Bobby February, thank you for stopping in. Dr. Phil, even though I'm a Falcons fan, I'm so happy the Giants beat the crap out of the Eagles. The Eagles are kind of an unlikable franchise, I guess. Or their fans can be unlikable too at times. Not all, but some. Let's get a Go Spurs go up. Pretty much how you feel. Micah Parsons, where did he go? Did he go to the Packers? He went to Green Bay, right? Can we get to 50 thumbs up before the game starts? I see we're at 37. The game's about to start any second. There's enough people to make it happen. Can we hit the 50? Oh, Singer X, the documentary came out the same day the Giants beat the Eagles? I didn't know that. And Gabriel, yes, I agree. Texas Swarm, I like Texas. I like San Antonio. It was cool meeting you guys in person, and yeah, I had a good time. I would go back. The weather was nice. Players are on the court. And away we go. And Bart, yes, I'll be calling the whole game. No Yankees playoffs. They got eliminated. Unless it's a blowout with like 3 minutes left, I plan on being here for the whole game. John Jose C. Sanchez, Go Spurs, go to you. I'm really high on Fambo Sheng from the Nets. Fambo Sheng, that's a name. They're showing this starting lineup a zillion times for the Jazz. I don't know why. Will Hardy's the coach for the Utah Jazz. Very curious to see how Ace Bailey plays. And they have listed as a guard in the starting lineup with Keontae George. Has Bailey been playing the 2 for the Jazz? Isn't he like 6'8", 6'9"? All right, I don't know. Yeah, that's sorry. All right, Spurs will start off. Wemby wins the jump. Wemby wins the jump ball. He's going to take a 3 and banks it in. A rare Wemby 3. We have not seen a lot of 3-pointers this preseason at all. I think he's taken maybe what? That's his 3rd one. He's taken about 1 a game. It is Jazz ball. 8 on the shot clock for Utah. Keontae George on 3-point land. Gets the screen. Tosses it into the paint. The runner is good by Nurkic. Hola, Crypto Keeper. J Mo, let's go Spurs to you. And Wemby with another bucket. First 5 points, all scored by Wemby. By the way, you might notice the screen is just a tad darker. I turned my LED lights down because they've been killing my eyes. So my sight's obviously very important to me, so it's a tad darker, but Nurkic for 3. And he banks a 3 in. So Nurkic and Wemby both bank 3-pointers in to start the game. All right, whatever. Wemby with the ball again. 1-on-1 with Nurkic. Starts a drive, gets into the paint. Kicks it out to wide open Devin Vassell. He's going to chuck a 3. Okay. Giovanni, what's going on? Thank you for stopping in. Checking in from San Antonio. Ace Bailey had 25 points last game. 11 of 16. All right, he's been playing well. Headband guy for 3. No good. Oh, what's going on with this ESPN? Do you have the people on the court? What's going on here? There they go. Just had to click on the page and get a little update in action. Barnes misses from the corner where he was one of the best last year. Serve echoes on the court right there. We got it. It's up now. My apologies. Hendricks, no good. Wemby with the rebound. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Up 8-5 as we start this game. Wemby out to Keldon, who's played great his first 2 preseason games. Keldon checks it out to Champagnie for 3. No good. Penny fell down, wanted the foul, did not get it. 3 down the other end. Miha Kailuk, is that how you say his name with the 3? Zach, for the Spurs, I believe it is October 22nd. That's what I'm hearing in the chat. That sounds about right. I think we played the Dallas Mavericks in the opener on ESPN. And the ball's going to get knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with San Antonio, all tied at 8. I'm watching it on League Pass, Amityville. Now, it depends on your area. It could be blacked out where you are. I obviously don't know where you live, but I am 100% watching it on League Pass. Wemby with the ball in the paint, and it's going to be a turnover. Try to get to Kelman. No doing. Turnover. Donnie Bettison Basketball Second Channel. A Jazz fan, thank you for stopping in. Yes, I do know Slow-Mo, Mo Bamba, and Kevin Love are on their bench. I don't think any of them are going to get playing time tonight. But yes, I did see all 3 of them on the bench. I did not know Mo Bamba went to the Jazz. Or Slow-Mo. Or Kevin Love, to be honest with you, but I know they're there now. There's a miss for the Utah Jazz. Wemby will bring it up the court, gets into the paint. Out to Vassell. Vassell's going to drive in the paint. Back door to Harrison Barnes. Back over to Wemby. He's going to fake the 3. Takes an off-balance shot. Air ball, brick ball. He took it from the elbow, and that was just ugly. Kind of forced that one a little bit. Jazz ball all tied at 8. You have a wide open 3 in the corner. Nurkic. All right, Nurkic draining 3s tonight. Being frank, you're welcome. Wembanyama may have 5 points, but he has allowed 8 points. Yeah, that's yeah. Vassell into the paint, pull up Jay. All right, Devin. Devin looking a little better so far. James Harden Jr. will be a Spur. Oh, Kevin Love played last game. All right, Jay Money, I stand corrected. Maybe he will play tonight. You know what? I haven't said Ace Bailey's name yet. I don't know if he's touched the ball. He just touched the ball. He's going to take a 3 from the corner. No good. And that's going to be a backcourt violation for the Jazz. Mahala Kulik, or whatever, I'm going to butcher his name all night, got the offensive rebound, but threw it into the backcourt, and that's a turnover for the Jazz. So Dr. Phil, Olenek has a heel injury. I don't know why Sohan's still out. Is this still an injury that was lingering from when he was going to play with Poland? He had what did Jeremy have? Was Jeremy a calf issue? Which, with all the torn Achilles or ruptured Achilles lately, Spurs are being precautious. Wemby for 3, no good. Spurs will retain the ball. That's time. Luke Cornett checking in. Wemby checking out. So no 2 towers. We saw that in the opening game of the season, or preseason. We haven't seen it since. Wemby's got 5 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. I assume he has a turnover, at least 1 turnover as well at this point. Hopefully no more. Champagny for 3. He's been shooting well preseason. Yeah, I forgot what the injury was with Poland, but I know it stopped him from playing with the national team, and he hasn't played since. Keontae George for 3. Wow, the shooting so far in this game is on point. Pablo, I'm on NBA League Pass. I'm not really on a channel. I'm on the NBA League Pass. I live in Connecticut, so it's my only option. My only legal option. HB with a step back 3. Front rim no good. Kellen chases down the offensive board. Spurs have the ball. We get over to Champagny. Champagny's going to drive. Gets into the paint. Stops, pops. Yeah, it's going to hit the rim and roll off. Champagny not the most efficient shooter 5 feet within the rim. It's an area I'd like to see him improve on this year. Oh, Kelman just got knocked down. And offensive foul on the Jazz. What color is Sohan's hair? I think he's black. Hey, I see Dylan Harper. I think Dylan's gonna check in, I think, after the timeout. Devin has gotten bigger. Kelman definitely has put some weight on. He looks more like he did a couple years ago, which might be a good thing. He played better a couple years ago. So we'll see if that helps the old big body. Cortez, it's actually not that bad. League Pass used to be a lot more expensive than it is now. To the advice of my girlfriend, I canceled League Pass It was set to renew on, I don't know, September 20th. So I canceled it. The NBA sent me an email saying, hey, if you renew now, it's 20% off. So it was $90 for the year, which maybe that is a lot for some people. I don't know. But compared to a lot of other streaming platforms that are monthly, I thought $90 to watch all the non-televised games, well, it wasn't a bad deal. I'm probably going to only watch the Spurs. I might occasionally watch somebody else if, I don't know, there's a big debut or, I don't know. Crimson, that sucks, man. Right, Texan Swarm? Can't watch, you're welcome, Bobby. Thank you for being here all tonight, guys, on a Friday night. It's just me and you guys, no Miss TSR, but I got the couch contingent. We're going to have a little guest visit here. May the head bear me with you and you. All right. Spurs are making systematic double play on Bailey. Oh, which is right. I didn't even notice that. What's up, Falcon Lord? Ralph, the Yankees did not win. So I will be here for the whole game. No game 5. The Yankees offense outside of Aaron Judge was absolutely abysmal most of the postseason. And it's been kind of the story with the Yankees for the past few years. They have a bunch of dudes that can hit home runs. Judge is one of them, but Judge also hit 331 this year, won a batting title, has an on-base percentage well over 400. So he gets on base. He does strike out a bit, but he hits home runs and gets on base. Almost all the other guys on the team are hitting 20 to 25 to 30 home runs, but they're all hitting 250 or less. And in the playoffs, a ton of guys are hitting 220 or less, with I think 3 guys hitting under 200 against the Blue Jays. You can't win just hitting solo home runs and striking out. And that's been kind of the playbook, if you will, for the Yankees the last few years. Just when the bats go cold and the home runs aren't going out, they can't score. They cannot score if they're not hitting home runs. It's annoying as all heck. David says, beautiful morning here in Manila. Zach, if the Giants make a playoff push, that would be insane. Texans, I'm kind of full right now. I've got Ginobili, Parker, Robinson, Duncan, Wemby. My girlfriend's dog, TSR, passed away earlier this year. His jersey's up there. I have the Expendables post there, so I don't know if I'm going to get another jersey. We'll see. If I was to get a jersey out of the current roster, probably Castle. But Miss TSR has a Castle jersey. I suppose we could put her Castle jersey one up there when she's not wearing it. Thank you, Pablo, for subscribing. If the Giants win the #1 overall pick for the 2000, I don't think they're going to be that bad. And Eli's nephew is a quarterback, isn't he? Jackson Dart's our guy. Until proven otherwise, Jackson Dart gets to start. Dylan Harper cuts into the paint. And a little jumper off the glass. Harper with a bucket. And a shove by Keontae George after the bucket. All right, Dylan. Dylan, you son of a Harper. Whatever. Kevin Love is checked in for the Jazz. I did not think we'd see him tonight. All right. That's a miss or turnover by the Jazz as they looked away. Spurs ball, Harrison Barnes into the paint. Pull up Jay. In and out, and out. Kevin Love with the rebound. Clay, Dart is definitely, unless he gets hurt, he's our quarterback. Nice drive and finish. I think that was Bryce Sensabaugh. Whoops. I'm off my scoreboard. There we go. 16-15 Jazz up. Vassell with the ball. 3-point land. 10 on the shot clock. Pick and roll with Cornette. Over to Harper. And Harper's going to get the ball poked out. And it's going to stay with San Antonio. 6 on the shot clock. 4:57 to go. Mr. Bomber, you can see some Chuck. Slow-mo's in too. Number 2. Where's Chuck? There he is. Texans, I didn't see that. I did see LeBron has issues with his sciatica, or he's having sciatica, which can really mess you up. It can just cause some issues, and he's going to be out apparently at least 3 to 4 weeks. And I've been saying it for years. The Lakers, if they're going to make a playoff push, you can't keep relying on a guy that's now north of 40. Harper for 3, not so much. Ball's going to go out of bounds. Jazz ball. We're not trained for slow-mo. Nice, Joe. See how you got too many pencils? TSR should call some Olympic soccer games. Olympic, no. One, not here. This is, as it says on the title, live play-by-play and scoreboard. That's what I'm doing. Live play-by-play and scoreboard. Cortez, we thought... there's a bucket and one for Utah. Sensabaugh again. It seemed like Fox was going to be good to go. The hamstring injury is being played as not serious. Now it looks like he's going to miss the first 5 games of the year. Soft tissue injuries can be a real pain in the butt. And this is a guy that's game is built on his speed. So if this is a lingering injury or reoccurring injury, it could really derail his year. I hope it doesn't. I hope I'm just, playing worst case scenario right now. But we really, as Spurs fans, were expecting a big offseason with Wemby and him together, getting to play in the preseason together. And he hasn't been to play due to injury. Keldon into the paint, chucks it out to HB, over to Harper, around to, back over to Keldon. Keldon's going to drive in the paint. Back out to HB in the corner. Nice ball movement. No finish. Cornette with the offensive rebound. Can't get the putback. Spurs do get the ball back. Ball back as Keldon rushes and gets it. Keldon for 3. That's good. Oh my goodness. That ball was going everywhere. LeBron decision to electric boogaloo. Falcon, Wemby did start the game. Cornette's in at the moment. It is Jazz ball. They are up by 2. Oh, I guess that was a 2. His foot must have been on the line. Well, that sucks. Slow-mo for 2, no good. As in Kyle Anderson. Keldon with the ball, drives in the paint. Layup good, and 1! Keldon Johnson! Carlos Jeter, what's going on? Marauders, thank you for stopping in. Flowers to you and the Giants for sticking it to the Eagles last night. They really did. Sandra Makov's Mama College Valley's playing. Nice. Brandon Lee, what's up? We back. If it's fun to be calling Spurs basketball with you again. It'd be nice when Miss TSR's here with me again, although I suppose I'll be over there and she'll be over here, but it'll be all good. We got right Texan Storm. DeRozan loved taking those really long 2s. Ralph, he has been big bodying in the preseason. I think the extra weight is really helping him. It really is. He lost weight last year and the year before. He's been playing fantastic. He's finished very strong last year, and this preseason he's been looking much crisper, not forcing 3s, like maybe taking better 3s. I really like to see Keldon have a bounce back year and be a contender for 6th man of the year. Sensabaugh, he's on fire. That's a 3. I thought he was over the line. I guess not. 22-20, Jazz up. 3.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. King Jorge Gospers, go to you. Cornette with the bucket off the glass inside. 22-22. Dart seems like a likable guy, Ralph. He needs to slide. He needs to slide at the end of the runs. Just instead of running like this, he needs to run and whoosh, slide it. I looked away. That's a bucket for Utah and timeout. What's this guy's name? Oh, it's Walter Clayton Jr. That's the kid from National Champions. Florida State. Dang it. Texan Storm. So many Spurs fans have been saying the last couple years on this channel, flooded with comments that Keldon's getting traded. He's still here. I don't think he's going to be a trade candidate. Florida Gators. I knew it was Florida. I just can't remember Florida State. Florida Gators. We got a good game so far. Not much defense. I got to get Clayton Jr.'s number. Appreciate y'all again hanging out on a Friday night. You guys are awesome. We're getting close to 100 thumbs up. Thank you very much for that. And we're going to hit 30,000 subscribers soon, which I'm really excited about. That's a nice little number. We'll eventually hit 40,000. Then 50. I think as the Spurs continue to win and get better, that's really going to drive the channel. Although Giants content, the shorts have been doing pretty well. The Yankees shorts are doing well. And as I continue to do more Yankee shorts and Giants shorts, that'll help grow the channel. Maybe one of these music things will take off one of the songs eventually. You never know. I do have the Wemby is Back song I'm going to record over the weekend. That's going to be a lot of fun. All right. What number are you, Clayton? I don't have your number down. 13. All right. Hopefully that's good luck for us and bad luck for you tonight. Just saying. No offense to any Jazz fans, but I am hoping you lose. Even though it doesn't actually mean anything. It's the preseason. All right, save that, and we're good. Solan's out. I don't know. Good evening, Arnold. Thank you for stopping in. Kellen brings the energy. Great locker room guy. Clearly a San Antonio guy. Team-friendly contract. I think that's a good player to keep around. Poor man's Westbrook. Not even close. They're a totally different type of players. Westbrook was Mr. Triple-Double and MVP for a long time. Kellen's never touching that. Westbrook's now turned into captain inefficient. He's poor. He's one of the worst three-point shooters in the league by far. I don't see a resemblance at all. That's just me. Oh, Amityville, that's a bummer. Hey, let me tell you guys something about Sling real quick, if anybody's a Slinger. So, I don't have ESPN, but Sling had started something new where you can buy a 24-hour pass for $5. So the Spurs play 2 games in October on ESPN. So I'm going to get Sling for $10 as opposed to subscribing for $30 or $40 or whatever it is. I think with tax it's like $45. So for anybody looking to get ESPN on the cheap, Sling, and I'm not sponsored by Sling, it's just something I use. $5 to watch the Spurs for me is worth it. Yes, it's also a tax write-off. I'm buying it strictly to watch the Spurs, but $5.31 with tax, by the way. Or actually, it might depend where you live. It might be less or more, but you know, that's an option. Just putting it out there. Thank you, Area 51. You're the first. You might be the only person in chat that enjoys the music, but I appreciate that. Sling is still around. Sling Orange. Sling Orange has ESPN 1, 2, and 3. Not Sling Blue. Sling Blue is, I don't think it has ESPN. So Sling Orange, $5 for a 24-hour pass. So you could watch the Spurs and maybe binge a TV show or a movie. Just throwing it out there. Trying to throw a helping hand. Yes, he did, Kokoshiwo. He's a doofus. Wemby is back in the game. Wemby now with the ball, 5 on the shot clock. We're going to have a whistle. On Utah? Yeah, on Utah. I don't want to do sponsorships, Texas Swarm. I did one many moons ago, way before, back in the day, like 2021. But really at this point, I don't want to do them. I see so many YouTube channels doing sponsorships, and just looking at the channel, the content, I can tell that they're not using the product they're sponsoring. I hate all the gambling sponsorships with a passion. If you guys gamble, hey, good on you, good luck to you. But I just, I don't want to promote a bad habit. So just I won't do sponsors on the channel. It's not my thing. Unless it was the San Antonio Spurs. There's the asterisk. If it was the San Antonio Spurs, then that's different. But I feel fairly certain the San Antonio Spurs are not going to ask me to sell anything that they have or be a sponsor. Carlos, what do you mean what's happened? My second channel still so IMC went down. I took that down so I could strictly focus on comics. So I have the Philobox Comics, which has been up since August 19th. I'm going to a Philobox sale tomorrow, so I'll be shooting a video for the channel. But I've been having a blast with Philobox Comics. It's a comic books, if you guys didn't figure that already. And usually about one video a week. We'll have 2 up next week. I've met some people. It's really cool having people come up to me and say, hey, I watched the channel, like your content. I know a lot of you like the channel and watch the content, but a lot of you live in Texas, which I don't. So that's great being part of another community. I got the Spurs community here and a little Giants and little Yankees community, and then I'm developing a comic book community over there. How impressive was Alex? Oh, Switchblade. I didn't know he had a broken foot. Oh, Carlos, so you're not subscribed to Philobox Comics? How dare you? I'm kidding. I'm talking about it, so I'll put a link in the chat if anybody's interested. I can't wait to get that channel monetized. Not because for the money, just to be very clear. But to get 2 channels monetized after struggling on YouTube for like 19 years, for a decade, excuse me, with like 10 subscribers, that'll really feel like an accomplishment. That like I monetized two channels in two entirely different mediums. One in sports and one in comic books. All right, here's a link to Philobox Comics. There you go. Check it out if you so desire. A couple free throws good for Utah. Spurs are 9 of 19 from the floor. The Jazz are 9 of 15. Very efficient night for the Jazz. Harper into the paint. Layup. Good. Put the afterburners on. Nice, Dylan. King Jorge, Miss TSR, is in Montenegro. Other side of the ocean. Turnover Jazz. Thank you, Ramon. I don't want you guys... I want you to feel welcome here. Not feel like you're getting beat over the head to buy this or that or whatever. I might, on the second channel, Philobox Comics, have Miss TSR design a Philobox Comics t-shirt. I don't know if I would sell them. At the very least, I would make a couple, one for myself, and my buddy Ken said he'd wear one, so I need to get at least 2. And Easy, what's going on? Rich hates money, he doesn't. No, I don't hate money, Marauders. I've openly said I love Google's ad revenue. I will take that all day. If you guys want to super chat me, that's very kind of you. You know I put a lot of time on the channel, so thank you. That's gracious. But aside from that, that's where it starts and stops. That's just at this rate. Wembley 10 feet tall. Pablo says he loves comics. Awesome. You are not TSR's height, Wemby. Carlos, all good, man. Thank you for subscribing to Philobox. Appreciate it. You don't have to watch every video on there. I know you might try to. You don't have to binge everything on there. Area 51. She probably would want a shirt, so maybe 3. So I know you can do. They have channel memberships to do giveaways. I actually do giveaways without memberships. That's something we started last year, and I'll do it again this season, is I'll do live trivia on the channel, and you don't have to be a member to win. Harper, pull-up jumper, good. He looks good. Now, what you will have to be, unfortunately, for the time being, is you will need to be a U.S. resident to win on the channel because of the crazy stuff that's happening with shipping costs due to stuff that's happening in the world, and I'm going to leave it at that. I can't be sitting here paying $40, $50 to ship something. I'm sorry. I love you guys, but that is just $50 shipping on a $20 Baby Yodi or Baby Wemby or whatever. That's... We have a foul in the Jazz. Spurs are in the bonus. Wemby's going to the line for 2. No, Carlos, that channel's been done since... I ended that in early August. RR210, I'm doing great. Thanks, Marauders. Podcaster seems like real sick, chill guy. John, I try. I like to be very transparent with the audience about my goals on the channel, who I am. I'm the same way on Philobox Comics. I will tell you the price of every comic I buy in there, whether it's $1 or $20,000. I'm not kidding. And everything in between. Good evening, James. Leroy, I don't know about that. 29-27, Spurs up 2. Under a minute to go. Sends a ball for 3. No good. And Vassell flies in for the rebound. Man, Harper's looked good tonight. Harper with the alley-oop to Wemby. And he throws it down. Falls out of bounds. That's an and 1. I was going to say, how's there not a foul in there? There's a ton of contact. Wow, Wemby. Von Swine, let's not get carried away. It's preseason. If he does this, if he plays better in Castle in the regular season, I will acknowledge that. But right now, I don't want to base that Harper's better than Castle on a preseason game where he's played less than 10 minutes. I think that's jumping the gun a little bit. Like when people were saying Wemby was a bust last year after one preseason game, let's not be that type of fan where we're one game in. Like I'm propping Kelvin for how well he's playing, but I need to see it in the regular season. Devin Vassell with a steal. Takes it into the paint. Layup no good. Goaltend. Spurs closing the quarter out good here. Stuart Beckles, what's going on? You're welcome, Jason. So Texas Swarms, I will not be calling the Spurs game against the Brooklyn Nets. That's game 3 of the season. I will be watching the Giants versus the Eagles. The Spurs game is on at 2 o'clock. Those games usually don't do well because they're going against the NFL. I don't get the channel the Nets is on because it's going to be blacked out on NBA League Pass. Plus, it's the Nets. Nobody cares. I can't name 3 players on their team. So that one game I'm taking off. We'll see how it plays out the rest of the year if the Giants are on at the same time as the Spurs. That shouldn't happen a lot. Cornette airballs a layup to end the quarter. But we finished strong, 34-30. I'll take it. Exactly. Regular season is when it matters. I think Dylan's going to be a good player for us. Hopefully a great player. But I don't want to jump the gun yet. If he keeps playing well in the preseason, that does give you faith that he will play well in the regular season. But, I mean, I'm an NFL fan. The Patriots, I think, went winless in the regular preseason quite a few times and then won a Super Bowl. Well, thank you, Carlos. I wonder if the Spurs get off to a fast start. Will they be buyers at the trade deadline? That's a good question, Derek. And what are they selling? Draft picks? Are they selling Devin, Kelvin, Jeremy? Jeremy's not been extended. And I do have concerns. Jeremy might not be here after the season. I hope he plays well. And more importantly, I hope he stays injury-free because those 2 things will need to happen for him to be a Spur next season. If he has an injury-prone year and he's been getting some injuries as of late, then the team won't bring him back. Mustard. I'm watching on NBA League Pass. Dylan is better than Castle. He's a number 2 pick and a better draft class. Well, then Ralph Sampson's better than not Ralph Sampson. Sam Bowie's better than Michael Jordan because he was drafted after Hakeem Olajuwon and before Michael Jordan. So hence, therefore, he was in a great draft class and drafted ahead of him. So Bowie greater than Jordan. Sorry, Michael Jordan fans. I don't know who Tom Grossi is. I got nothing. Man, you guys are all riding Harper like the second coming of like mix of Tony Parker and Manu Ginobili. And look, I want to see him play well. I'm glad he's playing well, but I think we're getting a little carried away. Why do we have to keep saying he's better than Stefan Castle? Why do we have to bring one of our own guys down to bring another guy up? Can't we just say he's playing well? Why do we have to keep pulling Stefan Castle down? You are not making Jonathan happy. Chicken dinner. It started 43 minutes ago. Listen, I'm glad you're excited about Harper, but why are we bringing another guy down on our team? Why don't you say Harper better than Flag? Wouldn't you rather push him down? Just saying. If there's anybody I want to see Dylan Harper better than, it's Cooper Flag because he's over in Dallas. I think his team's gonna be very good. Yeah, Cody Bellinger. Well, Carlos, considering he was the last out in our season, I am not too upset on that. Want Harper to start over Castle? I mean, ideally, in the future, our starting lineup's going to be Harper, Castle, Wemby, and whoever. I like De'Aaron Fox, but Fox is not going to be part of our 10-year plan. I see him being part of the immediate 3 to 4 year plan. What's his contract? 4 more years? 3 years? 4 years? I don't remember. 4 years? 5 years? When his contract is up, he'll be north of 30. Will he still be part of the long-term plan, especially with a lot of big contracts around him? Probably not, but we'll see. Ideally, what about the three-headed monster of Fox at the 1, Harper at the 2, and Castle at the 3? That could still happen too. It'd be a little small there, but if we get a big at the 4, or there's a 3 to start off the thing. I don't know. I'm just blabbing here. Jared! The Yankees not looking good, but how about them Giants yesterday? Michael Chandler, what's going on? RMA Superfly, I think that's the plan. Castle starts, Harper leads the bench. And we need somebody that can lead the bench. Last year it was Trey Jones. And then it was... We had so many injuries last year. I forgot CP3 started with Castle. Who was our backup point guard in the second half of the year last year? Crap. We have 2 free throws coming up for Utah. I'm drawing a blank. Fox, Harper, you know, that thought crossed my mind. Fox, Harper, Castle, Cornette, Wemby. We would really need Fox, Harper, and Castle to improve significantly with their three-point shooting for that to work. It would be a little small, Ralph. It would be. Howdy, Gabriel. Thank you for stopping in. The Grizzlies aren't shooting down Vassell, are they? No. 239 viewers and only 1 or 4 likes. Come on, chat. Thank you, KSwitch1 or K-Switch1. Demisel with the pull-up. That's a 3. Splash. Michael Chandler, in an ideal world, Harper will be too good for the bench. Open 3 for the Jazz. Bailey of the ace kind. Trey Jones wasn't with us for the whole year, though. We traded him at the All-Star break. After the All-Star break. Remember Trey Jones and Zach Collins got traded to the Bulls as part of that trade for De'Aaron Fox. So I'm trying to remember who was the starting point guard in the second half of the season. Vassell, a little jumper in the paint, good. You know what? Devin's been looking good tonight. Looking better than he did in the first game against Miami. So Vassell's actually 5 of 5 tonight. Not looking good, looking great offensively. I haven't been watching him on D. Bailey flies in the paint, gets the layup. All right, ace. I finally saw what happened to the Phillies this morning. Could you have a worse night if you're a Philly sports fan? The Eagles get obliterated by the Giants, and then the Phillies lose to the Dodgers on an error. There's a fast break layup for the Jazz by Williams, Cody Williams, and Mitch Johnson calling a timeout. In the lineup with the Twin Towers of Wemby and Cornette, we can actually deploy Fox, Castle, and Harper. The floor spacing would be atrocious. I don't think we can deploy that. I wish we could. I think the floor spacing would be just awful. And we would be up it would be really tough for Wemby. And then that would make the Hulk angry. Look, see how angry he is? Right there. He's angry. Road trip, I don't think you believe that's a shame. Most people were happy. It's Champagny, Wemby, Vassell, Waters, and Bryant at the moment. Oh, Carter Bryant checked in. LaRonda, thank you for stopping in. You know, I guess ideally it would be too small of a lineup, I'm sure. But if they all were slinging threes, it'd be way too small. But Fox, Harper, Castle, Bryant, and Wemby. But that would be too small. Be way too small. I mean, in the future, 5 years from now, what do you guys think about Harper, Castle, Bryant, Wemby, insert player here at the 4? I mean, are we not hoping that Bryant and Carter are starters for us a few years from now? Good evening, Blippy. Flag is up. How has Flag been in the preseason? I haven't checked them out at all. Oh, Carlos, that inning was... And the crazy thing is, the pitcher, even though he bobbled that hit, he just had to throw it to first base, and that ends the inning. The score doesn't count if the inning ends on a third out. And the catcher even pointed at first. He's pointing to first like just a... I wonder if that's going to affect him moving forward. You guys, if you're old enough, you remember Mitch Williams from the Phillies back in the mid-90s, blew a World Series, and then his career just... When you have one of those moments in the playoffs where you just have a collapse mentally, sometimes you're never the same. Ben Simmons in the NBA is a good example. Remember when Trae Young blew by him? Well, he didn't blow by him. He just let Trae Young go for a layup. No. He had a chance. Sorry. Ben Simmons had a chance for like a layup or a dunk, and Trae Young was coming towards him and passed the ball. He just got really gun shy, if you will, with shooting and injuries too. But he's not been the same player. He's done. I don't think he's on an NBA team now, is he? Kessler marking out. Yes, Arno. Yep, throw the damn ball to first base. Joel Embiid, how about him is what I want him on the Spurs. Absolutely not. The guy is a walking injury. No, no, no. No. Muhammad, I would like Walker Kessler. We actually could have had Walker Kessler in 2022. He went, I believe, 22nd to the Utah Jazz. The San Antonio Spurs drafted Malachi Branham, 20th overall, which at the time, though, to defend Brian Wright, was considered a steal. A lot of analysis were giving the Spurs an A or an A+ for drafting Malachi at the 20 position. But as far as getting Walker Kessler, that means you have to trade with Danny Ainge, and that's a no-go. James, our team is, once everybody's 100%, this is going to be a fun team to watch. There's going to be some growing pains with Fox being out and then getting implemented in the lineup. Growing pains just because of Mitch being Mitch. Vassell fouled on a three-pointer, going to go to the line for three. But I think we're going to be a good team. Oh, Bill Buckner. I watched that live, Lippy. I will never forget, through the wickets, probably the biggest error I've ever seen, or most memorable error for not the right reasons. Yeah, Jeffrey, he mentioned at media day, this is the healthiest he's been in some time. I expect a bounce back year. If it's not a bounce back year, then we could legit see him traded, but he does look like he's bulked up a little bit. I'd like to see him bounce back. You know, the trade talk was he missed the first free throw. The trade deadline was very heavy last year. We need shooting on this team. If he can be a consistent, hovering around 40% three-point shooter, he'll be a valuable asset. Sarter with the let's go Utah. Made the second one. And yes, Wemby's passing has improved. Yes, Jared. Isn't he a rookie? Was he a rookie or has he been in the league? I don't remember the guy's name. It's a little, kind of it's a weird name. I can't say it. But that's going to stay with him for a long time. Carlos, I think the Spurs finish at the 6th spot. 50 wins. Jason, probably, yes. This is his team now. Ace Bailey with another jumper. Ace has been looking good in the second quarter. I give credit where credit is due. Vassell with the ball. Into the paint. Kicks it out to Waters for three. In and out Burger. Wemby with the offensive board. They get it out to Champagny for three. Back rim, no good. And it's Jazz ball. If the Spurs don't win, they're in trouble. Sylvan, in preseason? That's it. Orion Kirkering. Not a common name. Orion Kirkering. There's a miss for the Jazz. 44-41, 9 minutes to go. Spurs looking to prove to 3-0 in the preseason. Wemby with a long three. No good. The long rebound comes right back to Wemby. He takes another one. No good. Same thing. Spurs ball. You going to take a third one, Wemby? Back rimmed both of them. He was about 5 feet behind the three-point line. Wemby with the ball again. Lost the handle. Gets it to Champagny. Back to Wemby. Wemby in for the dunk with the buzzer expiring. Nice. All right, that's not how they drew it up, but it worked. That was a very odd possession. Nurkic with the ball into the paint, throws it up, no good. Vassell with the rebound. That was a Wemby jam. He was a rookie, Carlos. I thought he was. And Vassell loses the handle, turns it over. The ball's going to go out of bounds. And it's off Ace Bailey. It's going to be Spurs ball. Jeez, that's going to stick with that kid for a while. I don't know how. I don't know how it doesn't. I don't think the Phillies were going to beat the Dodgers. Maybe that game, I think the Dodgers get him in the end. Although Ohtani disappeared in that series, didn't he? Kellen with the ball into the paint. Out to Champagny. Over to Barnes. Barnes back to Kellen. Kellen in the paint. Up off the glass. Kellen! Big body. He's really using his body better this year. Maybe the best he's ever used his body in a game. Lewis, let's go Spurs to you. Yeah, Jared, I think the Dodgers would have won anyway. I got to think the Dodgers are the favorites to win it all again, are they not? I look at the teams remaining and I'm like, who's going to beat them? Champagne with the ball into the paint. Throws it up to Cornet. Cornet tips it in, and a 1. All right, all tied at 47. Simon says the Nuggets. Like chicken nuggets? McNuggets? I love what I'm seeing out of Keldon, Steven. I hope this translates well into the regular season. It'd be nice to have a year where no Spurs fans are saying trade Keldon. I really like to not have the comments, those comments all over the channel. Oh, they didn't count it. Foul must have been before the bucket. Champagne into Cornet in the paint. Cornet will miss this shot and get fouled again. And I think he's going to line for 2 for this one. The Brewers? Jared, I'm done with baseball. I will not watch one more minute of baseball for the rest of the year. Baseball is a sport where my team is out. I'm done. The Yankees are out. I'm done. Cornets for free throws good. You can't skip YouTube ads now, Carlos? What? You should be able to. Vinny Canini, what's going on? RMA, listen, the channel's been blown up with those for the last 2 years. Trade Kelman, but if he keeps playing like he has been in the regular season, I think that will quiet that down. Spurs are 8 of 10 from the line. The Jazz are 6 of 6. There's a 3, and that is no good by Walter Clayton Jr. Keldon will bring it up for San Antonio under 7 minutes to go, down by 1. Champagne's going to start to drive, and they kick it out to HB in the corner. Air ball. No, Jared, it's not. Chris, this is the preseason. Regular season starts, I think, on October 22nd. There's a miss for the Jazz. Spurs ball. Spurs are 4 of 15 from 3. The Jazz are 9 of 16. Waters for 3. He's been shooting pretty well in the preseason. He's a guy we signed for 3-point depth, and so far he's lived up to it in small sample size. Fouling the Spurs on Sensabaugh. He's probably going to the line for 2. But I am not jumping into the Dodgers. No, absolutely not. I do not switch teams when my team's out. Yes, it is, Ralph. Paisan, I agree. Nate Dogg, limited action. Harper looked good. Yeah, RMA, they're wasting all of Judge's prime years. It's been the same story for any Yankee fan in the chat. The same story the last few years, even in the World Series. When the bats go cold, they have nobody that can get on base. They have so many freaking guys hitting under 250. Judge hit, 500 in the series against the Blue Jays, or over 500, and it didn't matter. On base percentage, I think it was like 600. The rest of the team couldn't hit. Carlos Jeter with the $1 super chat. Face. Gribbler Harper's playing. This is his preseason debut. Thanks, Carlos. I was not expecting that. Waters is fouled. My clock is not accurate, but I'll get it up there. Ralph, you do realize this is a sports channel, not a Spurs channel. We have a wonderful Spurs community here, and I enjoy you all being here. But I'm also a Giants and Yankees fan, and if somebody wants to talk about them, I certainly will. Of course, really nothing to talk about in the Yankees anymore. First free throw is good. 50-49. We've hit David Robinson's number. Nice, Jared. Harper, limited minutes, Vinny Kennedy. Maybe he'll play more in the second half. I'd like to see him play more. This is 3 free throws for Laney Waters? That wasn't a 3-pointer, was it? I must have missed that. My bad. Phil H., yes. I was absolutely... Okay. Thanks, Carlos. The Giants really did. That was amazing. Jazz ball, and they throw it right into the stands. RMA, yes, I agree. Ralph, it's preseason, though, so Harrison Barnes is a vet. He's north of 30, been in the league for a decade. he could be coasting right now. Harper's checked back in, by the way, guys. I'm not saying he's missing shots on purpose, but he has not played well. But I think he'll be fine in the regular season. Barnes going to force a corner three. No good. His shooting percentage is certainly gutter right now. That ball just went past my window. What? Miguel, thank you very much. Appreciate you being here. If anybody's new to the channel, I am a huge San Antonio Spurs fan. Also, fortunately or unfortunately, depending on your point of view, a New York Giants and New York Yankees fan. Cover the Spurs a ton on the channel. We'll probably call at least 80 of the live games during the 80 of the regular season games live. And we'll definitely be covering all of the playoffs because we're making the playoffs, damn it. There's another foul on the Spurs. So I'll be live for every playoff game. You're going to a place to hang out, talk Spurs with a fellow community, or you just can't get the game where you are and need to find out what's going on. Got your back. You're welcome, D80. AK, I think we're the right amount of deep. Not too shallow, not too deep. Just the right amount of depth on the team. There's a lot, yeah. His job is a shoot, Ralph, because he hasn't played defense. Calvin for three. Just missed. Cornette punches the ball out of bounds, and we are at the 5-minute warning, 51-49. We are all... Man, a lot of people hate the Eagles. No, Carlos, I agree. 100%. Are the Spurs going to the NBA Finals? Jared, not this year. I love the Spurs. I'm optimistic, but I have to be realistic. This team is not ready for a finals run yet, barring Wemby having a crazy breakout MVP season. Castle getting most improved player. Harper rookie of the year. There's a block by Cornette. A lot of crazy things would have to happen. Keldon on the fast break into the paint. Jumper good. He hit the brakes and threw it in. I think Keldon's our leading scorer again. Sensabaugh for three down the other end. No good. Ball's going to be tapped into the air and fall into the hands of Luke Cornette. Keldon with 9 points on 4 or 5 shooting. Excuse me. Keldon with the ball again. Alley-oop to Cornette. He throws it down. Spurs up 55-49. Texans Swarm, I would love to get the channel someday to 100,000 subscribers. We're a long ways away. The Spurs have never been a winning team in this channel's existence. They've actually only been a losing team. So if the Spurs become an NBA Finals team, then I think that could help us close the gap on getting there. 100,000, would be ideal. Appreciate you covering the game all the way in Washington State, but from San Antonio, me and my grandpa would always talk Spurs before it passed. AKA Steezy, thank you for tuning in. Robert Harper with the Luke. Gabriel, yes, this is the best Keldon has looked in a long time. It is just preseason, but he seems different. And he also played very well in the second half of last year. That seems to be carrying over, playing more in control, using his body in the paint. I think the little bit of weight he put on is helping him. He looks good. He looks really good. AKA Steezy with the $2 super chat. Thank you very much. Don't hit subscribe twice because you'll unsubscribe. 2 free throws for the Jazz, by the way. Carlos, no. I will show the game, Jared. I'll get back to what you just asked there. Carlos, if I get to 500,000 subscribers, then I would consider contemplating quitting my job. 100,000, absolutely not. Harper for 3. 9 points for Dylan Harper on 4 or 5 shooting, and nice to see Vassell's playing well. I give 2 credit for covering the Spurs all this time. Why the hell would I call the Lakers? I'm not a Lakers fan. Don't be ridiculous, Texans Swarm. I can't stand the Lakers. I would hate my life calling the Lakers, and I would be up late every freaking night they play. I'm on the East Coast. Cornette gets fouled in the paint, and we're gonna have 2 free throws coming up. They play a lot of games at 10:30. That means I'd be up till 1 o'clock in the morning. No. The Lakers, the Warriors are the most popular teams in the NBA. They're on the West Coast, and they're not my teams. I used to cover more stuff on the channel that wasn't my teams, but the last 2 years, and really the last year, I have locked in on the Spurs, the Giants, and the Yankees. Those are my teams. That's what I'm passionate about. And it may limit the channel's growth a little bit, only covering those teams primarily, but that's what I enjoy. And that's the most important thing on YouTube, in my opinion. Enjoy what you're doing. Hornets' first free throw is good. Yeah, Jared, LeBron's going to be out the first 3 or 4 weeks with sciatica. Anything against my... I don't wish anything against him. I don't particularly like his style of play per se. You know, the team jumping, etc., the flopping. But he is an absolute Hall of Famer, a record holder, and I'd hate to see if this is his last season. I hate to see it be an injury plague season because of that. That's not the way you want to see anybody go out. But it does happen to a lot of players, especially a player who's played as long as he has at his age. He's going to be, what, 41 this year or 42? That's a long time. Father Time's undefeated. Although Tom Brady played well in his last year. Essentially, Father Time's mostly undefeated. Is this the first time LeBron hasn't started? I didn't know that. Texans, did I call Nets games? I think maybe called 2 and said no. Can you guys imagine if Dylan Harper wins Rookie of the Year? Then the Spurs would be the first team in NBA history, maybe sports history. I can't imagine this has happened in other leagues, to win back-to-back Rookies of the Year. What's up, Chicken Noodle? Ralph, first thing wrong with the Yankees, Aaron Boone, gotta go. And just the lineup, the way the lineup's constructed, a lot of guys can't get on base. They just hit home runs and strike out a lot. Power pole extend. That sounds like some sort of enhancement. Just saying. But Kelvin is playing different, and I do love it as well. Ginobili was known for flopping. He was. He did some flopping. I'm not a fan of it. I wish he wasn't known for that. He was known for bringing the Euro or helping bring the Euro step to the NBA. But yes, flopping. Well, he brought the Euro flop as well. I don't know how Aaron Boone is still there. Bargathon, what's going on? Thank you for stopping in. Yankees have a problem with hitting with runners in scoring position. Fly could get. Well, I don't want to say that. I don't want to wish Cooper Fly to get hurt. Absolutely don't want to do that. I hope he plays well. I hope our guy plays better. That, you know what? Crypto Keeper, I actually made that joke to Miss TSR. I said he probably hurt his back from flopping, from all the landing on his back, which, in all seriousness, if you're flopping and you're landing on your back on the hard wood a lot, that will mess up your back over time. But I think a big part of it, too, is we got to remember LeBron is a big guy. 6'9", 260, and he's got a vertical. I think he's had, or used to at least have, north of 40 vertical. So all that leaping over the years, and he's a dunker. I mean, he's a primary scorer in the paint. All those years of layups and dunks and dunks and dunks, constantly landing on your legs like that, that's going to start affecting your spine. And I think it may have finally caught up to him a little bit. Wolf for Jackson, not legal in the United States. I would if I could, but I can't, so I won't. My apologies. Vinny Canini, would you like to timestamp when I said I want Dylan Harper to get injured? I'm sorry, that is ridiculous. I'm fine with trolling, but don't put things in the chat I did not say. That's just Chuck Norris worthy. Blipping, I can't stand Giancarlo Stanton. I hated it when they signed him. Waste of money. Ernie Vicker's doing he's doing all right. We're on a replay right now. Spurs up 60-51. I'm guessing TZ is a Minnesota Timberwolves fan. Dylan Harper, 9 points, 2 assists in 9 minutes and 43 seconds. Pretty strong. Selecting here. It's all good, Vinny, but I was like, where? When have I ever said I want a Spur to get injured? One, that would get clipped, and that would look really bad on me. And two, how's that helping the team? I'm tired of the team losing. 6 losing seasons. This is the 7th year I've called the Spurs. The first 6 years have all been losing. I don't want to call another losing season. Yep, ball knocked out of bounds. All right, I'll stop. Yes, yeah, right, exactly. I can't wait for the Spurs to immediately be back in another rebuild. I can't wait till those nights where less than 100 people are watching and have checked out 20 games into the season because we're 2-18 and in the midst of a 17-game losing streak. Those were the best days of my life. The 16-game losing streak a couple years ago, the 18-game losing streak before that. Oh, I can't wait. Sarcasm, of course. Yeah, bring back Zach Collins. Absolutely. And Joshua Primo. Let's build a roster here. Come on, don't you guys love the NBA 2K games? I want to see the real life rebuild all the time. Marmot, I mean, I'm wearing a Kelvin jersey. You know where I stand. Brian, you're welcome. Kyle, what's going on? Everyone's going back except... I lost track of DJ LeMahieu last year, Carlos. I know you're a big fan of his. I know he was playing poorly. Did he get traded or hurt? I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank what happened with him this season. I know he started the season with us. Wemby with the ball, spins around in the paint. Off-balance jumper. Good and one! May's a free agent. Okay. Okay, Jared, I figured. He was so good for us a few years ago, but I mean, he's age, injuries, etc. He's fallen off a cliff. 64-53. Yep. I want to see Wemby in the paint a lot this year. He's so hard to defend. He's 7 foot. The Spurs are acknowledging at least he's 7'5". Wemby has 17 points. I didn't realize he had 17 points. I had no idea he'd scored that much already. Good. Nice to see him heating up a little bit. It is Jazz ball down by 12. Anthony Barnes with $2 super chat. Oh, why do you have to make me say this? He says, yo, how about those gone Yankees and my Dodgers? Borgathon, no, nothing's new. I'm still watching NBA League Pass on Frontier. Oh, you know what? My Frontier service has been upgraded over last season. Wemby misses in the paint, but he's fouled. Looks like he's going to line for 2. I used to have 500, 500. Now I have 1,000, 1,000, which really shouldn't make a difference with streaming, but that's been the upgrade. Yeah, Carlos, I thought he was one of your favorites. Yes, RMA. The fact that Dylan Harper's back and playing now, I was worried he'd be out sometime into the regular season. Very happy he's back. I've met Sean Elliott. I met Sean at the second Spurs game I went to in San Antonio. Got a picture with him, got an autograph, and he was really nice, chatted with me for like 30 seconds. And the one thing that really bummed me out on that trip is probably wouldn't have had a chance to meet him, but I was really hoping to see David Robinson, at least in the audience. He's my favorite player of all time, favorite athlete, and I purposely bought seats lined up so I could, see him in the audience and, be like, hey, there's my guy. And he didn't show up to the first game, which, hey, whatever. The second game was David Robinson bobblehead night. I thought for sure if there's any night, when we made them both, if there's any night the Admiral's going to be at the game, it's going to be at his own bobblehead night. He didn't show up at either game. Spurs on a 12-2 run in the last 2 minutes. I do, Kyle, I agree. I got the Dodgers. There's a 2 for the Jazz. I didn't see who caught that. Shot it. 67-55. Both teams in the bonus. Minute and a half to go. Big September, thank you for stopping in. Thank you all for being here on a Friday night. Nice to see Dylan Harper make his debut and playing well. Nice to see Wemby scoring more often. Wemby pull up in the paint. Good. You can't stop him. You can only hope to contain him. And with that bucket...
The San Antonio Spurs have 69'd the Utah Jazz. Just putting it out there in the universe.
Jazz ball. Headman guy with the ball, passes it off. Keontae George now with it. Clock running out. Pulls up for 2. No good. Fight for the board. Wemby will pull it down. Wemby will bring the ball up the court for the Spurs. Behind the back dribble. Getting a little loose with his handle now. 16 on the shot clock. Wemby standing with the ISO by the Spurs logo. Wemby goes one-on-one, crossover, and gets fouled. I know some of you said you'd like to see Wemby go to the line more this year. I would as well. Gina, what's going on? Jeremy's been hurt. Son of Scar. And good evening to you. Without Jeremy playing, it's really not much to talk about. I mean, the other thing was his contract extension, which clearly is not going to happen, barring some kind of miracle. I think he can still be extended up until the start of the season. Me personally, if I'm the Spurs, I wouldn't extend him right now. I like Jeremy. I hope he's a Spur for life. But he's injured again, and he was injured a few times last year. I would have some injury concerns and still don't know about his fit with Wemby. If he's not a starter for the team, I'm not extending him for 4 years, $20 million a year. That doesn't make sense. Wemby's first free throw is good. But I hope it all works out in the end. Cassie, I'm watching an NBA League Pass. Wow. Nice, Brian. Dogshi, what's going on? You know what, Arme? I generally don't like blowouts, but if the Spurs are blowing out the opposition, I think I'm okay with that. Wemby with 22 points, 12 this quarter. I wonder we'll see Wemby in the third quarter. Will he drop a 30-piece tonight? I do think this is the last time we see Wemby in the preseason. We'll see if I'm right or wrong on that one. Headman guy for 3, no good. And it'll be Spurs ball to end the quarter. Up 15. You're welcome. I try to shout everybody out. I'm sure I missed some people. I can't see every chat. And Calvin is fouled. And Calvin's going to get 2 free throws. That's Mahaluik. Oh boy, I hate this guy's name. I mean, Kyle, yeah. Zion lost weight, Carlos. I saw your message. Didn't Zion Williamson lose a lot of weight? And Anthony Davis is looking a little chunky these days. Davis is also injured. What are your thoughts on our team coming into this season? 50 wins playoffs, dog sheet. 50 wins playoffs. That's my expectation. Wemby made them both. Sorry, Keldon made them both. Wemby was just at the line a couple times, so I had him in my head. Keontae George for 3. No good. We're going to take a 17-point lead into halftime. All right. I will take it. We'll pull up the halftime stats in just a moment, but man, a lot of guys are playing good tonight. Wemby looks good. Vassell looks good. Harper looks good. Keldon looks good. Okay. Yeah, I was going to say, Zion's... Barzan, I missed your Johnson joke. No, Vinny Canini, we're not going to blow out good teams. Oh, you wish you had a Magic Johnson. So for any comic book guys, because I know there's a couple of you in the chat, you mentioned you like comics. It wasn't meant to be sexual, but it is funny. So I don't have any of the issues yet, but I need to get them. For those that don't know, there was a character in Marvel Comics, and still is, called Man-Thing. Kind of a play on Swamp Thing. You know, he's a guy from the swamps, whatever. So his name's Man-Thing. There's also an old comic book from the 70s called Giant Size, which most notoriously is probably most well-known for Giant Size X-Men 1, which was the first appearance of the new team. Nightcrawler, Colossus, Storm, second full appearance of Wolverine, blah, blah, blah. Well, they combined those two. So the title of the book is Giant Size Man-Thing. Just following that up to your Magic Johnson. Let's get to the halftime stats. Bailey really doesn't want to play for the... I think... nobody wants to play for the Jazz. Yeah, nobody wants to play for the Jazz. Let's be honest. Actually, it does feel that way, doesn't it? After Stockton Malone, a lot of their best young players played there for like 4 to 6 years, and then they leave for whatever reason. Whoops, I clicked on an ad. I didn't want to do that. Looks like the box score. Box score, please, ESPN. All right. The Spurs outscored the Jazz 34-30 in the first, 38-25 in the second quarter. For the Jazz, Taylor Hendricks has 2. Yusuf Nurkic has 8. Svim Mikahaluik with 5. Keontae George with 3. George having a rough game, 1 for 5. Ace Bailey with 9 points on 3 of 5 shooting, 3 rebounds and 2 steals. Taylor Hendricks having a rough first half. He's 0 for 3. Off the bench, Kevin Love with 3, John Tanjay with 0, Cody Williams with 2, Bryce Sensabaugh leading the bench with 15 points. 3 of 8 shooting, but he has gone 8 of 8 from the line. Slow-Mo with 0, and Walter Clayton Jr. with 8. For the game, the Utah Jazz are shooting 45% from the field, 41% from 3, and 100% from the free throw line. They have turned the ball over 6 times for our San Antonio Spurs. Julian Champagny with 3 points. Quiet night for him. Harrison Barnes, wow. Okay, this is why you guys are bringing him up. 0 for 6 tonight, and he's got 0 points. Didn't he have 0 the other night against the Miami Heat? Maybe he had 2? 0 for 5 from 3. Rough night for Harrison Barnes. Keldon Johnson, solid so far. 11 points on 4 of 6 shooting with 5 rebounds and an assist. No turnovers. Keldon didn't have any turnovers against the Heat either. I'm not sure he had any turnovers against the Loon Lions. He's done a good job protecting the ball. Victor Wembanyama, 22 points, 6 of 10 from the field, 9 of 10 from the line, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, has yet to get a block, only 1 turnover. Nice to see the turnovers down. Vassell, almost perfect for the day. He's got 14 points on 5 of 5 from the field, 2 of 2 from 3, 2 of 3 from the free throw line. Off the bench, Lindy Waters with 6, Carter Bryant with a donut. Carter actually hasn't taken a shot yet, only played 4 minutes. Luke Cornett with 7, and the man of the hour, not sweet, or he is sweet and not sour, Dylan Harper with 12 minutes, 4 of 5 shooting, 1 of 2 of 3, 9 points, 2 assists, no turnovers, a team best plus 19. For the game, the San Antonio Spurs are shooting 55, 32, 83, and have turned the ball over only 5 times. There's your tail of the tape. There are the stats. Our San Antonio Spurs looking good tonight. I'm sure I missed a lot of stuff in the chat. Dr. Phil says, just imagine how good we'll be once Fox, Castle, Sohan, and Olenek are healthy. True that. And McLaughlin. Forget Jordan. Wemby effect, or the Wemby effect. Asking because I'm mad from my aunt. Borgathon, I must have missed something. TSR, how do you care of your comics? 2 ways of doing it, Borgathon. You can get a backing board and bag. And there's multiple sizes. There's standard, which is the current comics, and comics mostly from the mid-70s and up. There's Silver Age, which would be late 50s to early 70s. And there's Golden Age, which is everything before that. But you're referencing a magazine. So there are magazine backing boards and bags. The bag essentially is just a Mylar bag that you put the comic in. And the backing board is there to keep the comic straight. And you'll want to stand it, straight up. Generally in a comic box or magazine box. I've never been to Utah, Taj. Rich thought the Giants had a bit. Oh, they did. Bad night, Kyle. Philly fans. The way they lost the playoff game and the Eagles getting crushed. Ouch. Jay, I'm hoping Castle plays at least Monday. I'm hoping he plays at least Monday and Friday. There's only 2 preseason games left after that. Junior, I'm glad you're done gambling. And Mike, good on you as well. I think Olenek's going to play well for us. And you know what? Waters has looked good too. If he can shoot the 3 for us, he'll be valuable off the bench. Vinny, 1 turnover for Wemby. We're playing the Jazz, and of course, the Mormon. Nice, Phil. If you were a DJ at a Spurs game, what bands would you have in your mix? There better be some... Brian, no. Not really a Rush fan. So I would not be a good DJ for the Spurs because I'm mostly an extreme metal guy. And that's not mainstream music at all. I'm talking a lot of old school extreme bands like Cannibal Corpse. Think of those along those lines. Jungle Rot was one of my favorite bands. Used to love Suffocation back in the day. Broken Hope, the old school death metal, Obituary, Morbid Angel, that type of stuff. Cryptopsy, the type of stuff nobody, barring a few people, are going to want to hear in an arena. So I would never ever be a DJ. If I was, I'd have to dig into my 80s rap collection and bust out the Fat Boys and Run DMC and stuff like that. Steven Z with the $2 super chat. Thank you for the super chat. Says, do you ever buy the reissued classic comics? No, I hate them. I know exactly what you're talking about. What drives me crazy with those is if I'm digging through boxes, I'll see one of those and think it's the original book. I'm like, oh, I found a 60s book in the dollar, but oh, it's a reissue. I do have a few Marvel Milestone editions because if I want to read the book, I prefer generally to read a reprint over a book that's thousands of dollars. Joanne, I don't know what a Burzum is. Benny, good evening. Too Clutch, that is one way of putting it. Their artwork was censored in the United States early in the 90s. But you know what it did? Cannibal Corpse, their lyrics, which would be considered offensive by many people, their song title's offensive, and their artwork offensive. But it got people to notice them in the early 90s. And as they were getting noticed, they became better musicians overall. And pretty soon, people were noticing the music a lot more than the crazy stuff going around it. I mean, that band's been around for over 35 years, and that type of music is a testament to them. Hello, TSR. I've been doing Medicare stuff of late, but here we are. How about Dylan? Looks good, Medicare guys. He looks really good. Rarest comic? I know my most valuable comic, but my rarest comic might not necessarily be my most valuable comic, because there are rare variants and books that are just hard to find. My oldest comic is a 4-color book. I don't remember which number it is, because 4-color by Dell had a weird numbering system, but it's considered Woody Woodpecker #1. That might be my oldest comic from 1947. But I don't know if it's considered rare. I don't know if I have anything that's... I used to have it, and I gave it to a friend to read. I used to have Incredible Hulk number 377, the 3rd printing, which is extremely difficult to find. I'd have to think about that. B-Bear88 with the $5 super chat says, "Go Spurs, go. A quick thanks for doing what you..." Thank you, B-Bear88. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Brian, plans for the weekend. Yes, I do like Black Sabbath, Blippi, and Ozzy Osbourne. Plans for the weekend are, I'm going to Time Capsule in Rhode Island tomorrow for their Fill-A-Box sale. Let's fill a long box of comics for $100. Video coming soon on the second channel. Second channel in the chat, Fill-A-Box Comics. So I'll be filling a box literally tomorrow. Maybe 2, maybe 3. I'll be going to friends. And a fellow comic book content creator might be there called Lunch Money Comics, who was a big influence on my channel. So it should be a fun day. Saturday's game night in the Xbox. Sunday, playing Magic with a buddy. And I'm off Monday for the holiday. I don't think I have any plans Monday. I am going to try to record the Wemby is Back song. So we're talking about music a little bit in the chat. Nice, Morgathon. I have a song finished musically, and the lyrics are written for Wemby is Back. And it's about Wemby being back. I should do that and have the video up some point next week. I love making music. I know the music I make is not for everybody here. It's very centered in metal. Some of it's extreme. The Jackson Dart song, I definitely do some death metal vocals here and there. It's just the way I like to sing. It is who I am. I can't not be me. But the Wemby is Back. So the Wemby Spurs songs generally tend to do pretty well. And that won't be death metal-y, but it'll be... I guess that one might fall under... It's rap metal again. There's going to be a cadence that's similar to rap, the way I sing the verses, but it won't be in a clean rap voice. There'll be some harshness to it. Kyle, Miss TSR will be back next Friday. Brian, I loved the UFC event you're referencing with Alex Pereira just destroying his guy. Just minute and 20 seconds, just domination. And the Hooters went nuts. I went nuts. My buddy Jeff went nuts. That was a great event. Jazz got that curve. What? You can't have liquor and what? Nice, Kyle. Revocation just put out a good album. Mixture of old school death metal and tech death metal. Lights out. I gotta tell you, I'm out. I'm lights out of it when it comes to recent death metal bands. I think the newest band I got into, or bands, was Ingested. I got one of their albums. I got Slaughter to Prevail's first album, but I've kind of cooled off on them quite a bit. Maybe a few obscure bands whose names I can't think of off the top of my head. Borgathon, no. I do this for fun, not looking for any type of professional video editing, but thank you for offering. Shit. It's not going to be a play on Shady's the Slim Shady song, Robert, but well done. I didn't see the scrimmage, Jesse. I only saw parts of it. I didn't see the Castle injury. I'm hoping he'll be back soon. So the point of buying comics is to never open a comic and 10 years later sell the comics and get more money for the same comics you're buying with less money. No, Carlos. I love collecting comics because I love comics themselves. It's not an investment for me. Sure, at some point, I will probably cut my collection down and hopefully make some sort of profit on it. But I buy them because I love the art. You know, just the cover art sometimes is really cool. The art inside the book, the story. I'm a huge Incredible Hulk guy. I love reading Hulk comics. This year I read at least two series. I read Preacher, which was 67 issues, and All of the Walking Dead, which was 193. I like the stories. I generally like sitting down, and I'm not a guy that likes reading books, but reading a comic book all day and twice on Sunday. I really, really enjoyed The Walking Dead. I enjoyed it so much that I was literally reading sometimes 4 issues a day, 6 issues, 8 issues. It might be one of my favorite binge reads because I'm not an avid reader. Do I plan to go full-time eventually? I have a full-time job. I would not go full-time on YouTube unless I had 500,000 subscribers. It's got to be 500,000. It's got to match my salary. It's got to be actually more than my salary, significantly more, because there are no benefits with YouTube. And that's where some people get a little lost. I mean, if you're Mr. Beast or one of them, that's different. You're making millions of dollars, who cares? But smaller YouTubers, there's no benefits. Health insurance is expensive. I'm a state employee where I have a pension and health insurance for life when I retire. I don't think I would give that up, even if I had 500,000 subscribers. Those are benefits that are not offered anymore. Who's trading all the Spurs players? If I send you a signed copy of my book, would you read it? Of course, Phil. I was actually looking to buy it to help support you. But if you sent me a signed copy, I would absolutely. Yes, I'm an IT guy, Steven. Yes, I would absolutely read it. That I would treasure that if I got a signed copy from you. Believe me, that would be amazing. A friend of mine's working on a book that he's been working on for 2 decades. When that comes out, I will absolutely read it. I do read books once in a while, but I'm more of a 300-page or less type guy. I like to finish the book in like 10 days. And since I'm not an avid reader, I usually only read 20 to 30 pages a day. It's dog shit. Insurance gets, I don't want to say overrated, but people sleep on it sometimes. Especially when you're a senior citizen. Having health insurance as a senior citizen, right now it's $15 a month to keep the same insurance. It won't be free, but it'll be significantly cheaper than whatever the going rate is at the time. Gino, Japanese comics, would that be manga? Is that how you say it? I'm not. Oh, no way, Phil. Thank you. That is very generous of you. I gotta find a way to pay you for the book then. I've heard of Big Bang Theory, Cassie. I've never watched it. I've seen some clips though, and it seems like it's a show I would like. Yeah, Steven, exactly. Pension and health insurance. I would love to do YouTube full time, but I'm okay with it not. Plus, what if? Hear me out here. Google gets shut down tomorrow, or YouTube gets shut down. There's a lot of copyrighted content that's on YouTube. YouTube gets shut down tomorrow. I'm unemployed. And yes, you could say the same thing with a state job. What if, that job's obviously not bulletproof, but I feel a lot more confident with my state job than relying on Google. Or somebody doesn't like me and copyright strikes me 3 times. Because on YouTube, you're guilty until proven innocent. And then you can't stream while they're working out. You can't, all your stuff's demonetized. I would never want to deal with that. But sell out the line for 2. Is Wemby done? Yeah, you're right. He is. I kind of figured that. 52 wins, odd for show. I mean, I said 50. 52 is even better. Marlon, I am so ready to call the playoffs. I've called 2 Spurs playoff games in this channel's history. That was in April of 2019 when the channel started. That was in the series we lost to the Denver Nuggets. Since then, I've covered a few play-in games. We've lost everything I just mentioned. I've never called the Spurs win in the playoffs. There's another bucket for the Jazz. Somebody asked me a comment question and I missed it. Dang it, I'm sorry. Glaze and baking, yeah, we are doing great. Carter Bryant's on the floor. Dylan Harper's on the floor. So our 2 draft picks are playing together at the moment, which is nice to see. Spurs ball at the moment. Harper with the ball, looking to drive, kicks it out. Vassell for 3. In and out. Mercy became a Spurs fan because of David Robinson. Grew up in a New York household, so I was a Giants and Yankees fan. Still am. Mr. Robinson made me a Spurs fan. Discovered him halfway through his rookie season. Been a fan ever since. Hendricks with the miss. Oh, no, that's not Hendricks. That is Hendricks. My bad. Struggle's real here. Headband guy with the miss. Going in line for 2 for the Jazz. What's the most amount of viewers I've had on a live stream? Dog Sheen? 7,400. 7,400 for sure. Oh, road trip. Well, I lost the chat now, Carlos. Genmar, it's a very good sign that Dylan Harper's playing tonight. It is absolutely great sign. I thought he was going to miss time into the regular season, and he's good to go. Ralph, I do play Magic the Gathering. I play Commander and have 58 Commander decks built. Be playing it on Sunday. Kyle, I can't see it anymore. I'm sorry. Harper step back 3. That's no good. Jazz ball. Biggest super chat I've ever gotten? 300? I think it's 300. That's a turnover. Jazz ball. Oh, wait, Spurs ball? Spurs ball. Excuse me, Spurs ball. Spurs ball, 74-61. 5 turnovers for the Spurs, 7 turnovers for the Jazz. Go Spurs goes in the audience right now. Vassell with the ball. Nice screen by Cornette. Pull up by Vassell. Texans, I was moved. I mean, whenever you guys do a big super chat, I'm generally moved by it. I don't cry, but I don't know how you cry. But it is something I can never do. But it definitely gets you emotional when you see somebody's... Or when you guys send me stuff. That usually is very moving. When you guys send stuff to the P.O. Box, you know, that means you took your time to mail something, which, you know, who likes going to the post office and mail stuff? But, you know, when you put a variety of stuff in there, that really... it's really touching. Big Colin Nolan, Wemby's done for the night, but he looked good in the first half. And yes, Wemby's in the chat. That's where he is. Jazz ball. We got a bucket and 1 for Hendricks. Wemby is in the chat. I don't want to. I'm not going to cry live on stream. Although, if something happened to one of our guys that was like really awful. There was a kid for the Jazz last year. I forgot who it was. Was it Hendricks or George? Somebody for the Jazz broke his leg last year. It was a really nasty leg break. He went one way, his leg went the other. If I saw that happen to one of our guys, my eyes might water up a bit. Another Texas Forum P.O. Box videos are only done when I receive something in them. So I have to actually receive. I only do those when I get something. So I have no idea. Well, actually, Dr. Phil said he's sending me his book, so I guess that would be the next P.O. Box video. And I can plug his book on the channel. McDean, just normal precautionary. Yeah. Preseason, a lot of players on minutes restrictions. The Golden Tavern! You can get a Go Spurs Go. Where is it? There it is. Rich, that's why people strike down their favorite content, least favorite content creator. Whoops, I moved that out of the way. There we go. Because they satisfaction they can prohibit them from streaming or using their channel for content. Yeah. We the Ones, I've not. That's the movie about Mark Kerr, who I'm familiar with as a UFC fan or MMA fan. I missed a 3 by the Jazz. My apologies. I will see it when it's streaming. I'm not going to see it in the theater. What if I get sent junk? I mean, I would open it. I might be like, why are you sending me a Dak Prescott jersey? But Run to the Paint by Nurkic is good. It's a 10-point game. The Jazz are clawing their way back in. Yes, Ralph. The Walking Dead comic was great. And I saw the TV show first. So interestingly enough, both comics I read this year were TV shows. And I saw the TV shows first for both. I saw the entire run of Preacher before I read the comic and the entire run of The Walking Dead before I read the comic. Both had a lot of differences, a lot of similarities that were cool. Harper's going to drive into the paint, kicks it out. Champagny for 3 in the corner. 81-68. Can you update me on this? Fox and Castles. So, Danian, Fox is likely going to miss the first 5 games of the regular season. Castle might be back for one of the preseason games. I'm guessing maybe Mondays. I don't know if he'll play Friday. There's a turnover by the Jazz. The Walking Dead came out way before the TV show. Not way, like 4 or 5 years. It ran 193 issues. Daryl is not a character in the comic book. One of the most popular characters on the show does not exist, and there's a lot of changes between some of the characters. Some of the relationships are different. I really enjoyed the comic. Ralph, I don't actually catch any of those. Do you, do I, I actually text her. I usually thank in the video. Thank you cards wouldn't be the worst idea, but I usually do a thank you in the video. I don't know, for those of you that send stuff to the P.O. Box, would you want a thank you card? 83-68, Spurs back up by 15. Looking pretty good tonight. There's a drive, and I think that was a block by Cornette. It is Spurs ball. Turnover for the Jazz. Kyle, don't send me a Saquon Eagles jersey. I would get emotionally angry. That's what I would get. That would be a waste of money for you. I would keep it, but it'd be in my closet. Vassell for 3. No good. Jazz ball. Carlos, it's these damn lights. I have them a little lower than normal, but I did a little research. LED lights dry your eyes out. I wear contacts, so I got 2 LED lights on me, plus an LCD screen right in my face. So I'm all set up to have dry eyeball. It'll get, I think, better as the season progresses. I'll get used to it, and just the air will be different because of the season changing. Is that a turnover? Backcourt violate. No, Sean Ellie's saying that was deflected. Mitch, you going to challenge that? Mitch? Mitch! Let's take a look. That did look like it was deflected. That should not be a backcourt violation. We're in a timeout. That's right, we the one. How many of our guys will miss the first game? De'Aaron Fox. That's all I know for sure. De'Aaron Fox will be the one that's out. I think everybody else should be good to go. I hope everybody else is good to go. It'll suck if somebody's hurt. Big Coyote, how are you doing tonight? If you're doing good, don't say anything. And don't move. Okay. Kyle, I'm a little worried about that too. He's taken a lot of hits. I'm actually worried about the quarterback even more. Toby, if we see him in preseason, there's only 2 games left, Monday and Friday. I honestly don't know. I thought Jeremy would be cleared by now. He hasn't played it. Jay, what's going on? Good morning to you and all Spurs fans. By the way, let me check the thumbs up. I have not done that in a while. I always forget to promote the channel. I'm just enjoying talking Spurs. We are at 151, but we have 264 viewers, which means we should be able to get to 200, I would hope, before the night is through. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do so. Fast, free, fun, nutritious, and delicious. It looks like this. Pudding Camp Scattaboo. Nice 3 beards. He's fun to watch. And good morning, Jay, if I haven't said good morning already. But Cam and Jackson are not going to have long careers if they keep running headfirst and everything. That is no bueno. How are you feeling about it? I'm happy for him, David. Now, I don't believe the Colts have beat anybody legit yet, but he's playing well. And if I had to sum it up in 3 words, I would say, I am Groot. There you go. On a game break. 6:20 to go, 83-68. Coach's timeout. And Wemby's done for the day. Lights out. It's preseason. He's done. Hendricks is the guy that broke his leg. Okay, Ralph, I thought it was him. He went this way and his leg went the other way, right? It was like a pretty nasty break. Good for him being back. I'm happy for him too. Doesn't seem to have any any ill effects of that serious injury from last year. 25 F3, good evening to you. And go Spurs, go to everybody. Have I shown everybody? I haven't shown this guy. I don't want to show Kawhi, but I'll show this, even though Castle didn't play. Hopefully got a little Area 51 this coming season. I have not seen highlights of Wemby's sister at all. Is she in the WNBA or college or... What if I send a Playboy calendar or woman's... Kyle, why would you send me women's underwear when I'm dating somebody? That would be really weird. If you sent me a Playboy calendar, I would keep it. I would not have it on display on the stream. I'd have it on a wall as an actual calendar. And Ralph, I agree. I don't like infinite combos. I don't play CEDH. Or, decks that try to win on turn 1 or 2. That's not my jam. Jazz ball is halfway through the third quarter, down 83-68. And yes, 3-0 on the way. There's a drive, and we have a foul. Cody Williams into the paint, gets fouled. Looks like he's going to the line for 2. Clips, what's going on? Yeah, Waters. Ingram's finally checked in. Riley Minix is in. Bismack Biombo. Tell me when will you be mine? Tell me Biombo, Biombo, Biombo. I've never played Pokemon. I don't get all these adults going crazy at Costco, tackling each other and grabbing, like, I guess they're flippers, but the Pokemon crowds, they're crazy. Yes, you would, Kyle. Levi and friends gone. 1 or 2 free throws. The Spurs just got 69. Lindsey Waters running the point for the Spurs. Gets it to Carter Bryant. Carter with the free throw jumper. No good. Jazz ball. Spurs are 22 of 26 from the line. The Jazz are 16 of 17. That's a quick 3-pointer for the Jazz. No good. Spurs ball. And they turn it immediately over. George into the paint. Loses the ball. Out of bounds. And a turnover for Utah. Okay. And Kyle, do I look mad? I actually already forgot about it. You got to have some kind of thick skin if you're going to be on YouTube, because you're putting yourself out there where people can make fun of your appearance, your teams you like, etc. Just troll you for no reason. So I do need to be better with ignoring trolls. I'm not considering you a troll, by the way, but if people make lewd comments, I just got to blow it off. Cody Williams for 3. Cody Williams heating up a little here in the second half. Harper's a plus 20. I'd like to hear that. Carter Bryant thinks about the 3 in the corner, pulls it down, starts to drive, and we'll get it back to Biombo, back to Bryant. Bryant with the runner off the glass, no good. Hope he's not going to get gun shy on his 3s. Of course, if he keeps missing them, that might not be the worst. That's a 3 for the Jazz. Bryce Sensabaugh. Jazz are on a 7-0 run in the last minute 25, guys. We're only up by 8. And there's a whistle. Let me get my clock correct. It's a couple seconds behind. This is a turnover for the Spurs. Yeah, this lineup's not working. The hot chick. What was the movie from the 80s with the hot chick that I joked to you There is a lot of movies from the 80s with hot women. Weird Science? I don't know. On the top of my head. I'm going to throw Weird Science out there. My Magic collection is not in this room, Taj. I will let you know I have 32 non-budget decks and 26 budget decks. My oldest commander built is Callie of the Vast. That was the first one I built from... that was the first Wizards one I bought. Christian, his 3s have been a little off. They seem like they're still short. Like he's still shooting in college. We have free throws coming up for the Jazz. They're just chipping away. Or Walton Clayton Jr. at the line. First free throw. Good. It's a 7-point game. This was looking like it was going to be a blowout. Weren't we up by like 20 at one point? The Resident Evil Live movie, though, wasn't from the 80s. Kyle. I mean, Resident Evil didn't exist. Didn't you say 80s? From the 80s, that couldn't be Resident Evil. Didn't exist. That came out in like 2000. 2003 or something. Mila Jovovich would be an attractive woman in the movie that you could be referencing. Hamude for 3, good. I missed that free throw by the Jazz. Sorry, it's... I don't want to say it's garbage time, but it's a lot of G Leaguers playing for both teams, so I tend to get a little unfocused during the preseason, or in these moments in general during the regular season. Although Kevin Love is out there, he's not a G Leaguer. Fouling the Spurs, that's another more free throws for the Jazz. Sensabaugh going to the line. Jacob, welcome back. David Jones Garcia is not on the court, so he's not going to be cooking anything right now. Giants look great, Jacob. That seems to be a general consensus of getting rough. There's a lot of Cowboys fans here because, I mean, you're a Spurs fan, you're also a Cowboys fan. And the general consensus is Cowboys fans are happy the Eagles lost last night. I'm okay with that. Good to see. Yes, Max, it is. It is great to see him playing. Long live Jerry Jones. Man, as long as Jerry Jones is the owner, I don't think the Cowboys are going anywhere. And I think a lot of you feel the same way. This Resident Evil, okay. Resident Evil's, I thought it was a fun movie. The sequels, they get worse as you go down the line. I think there's like 5 sequels, so 6 movies total. Mude for 3, no good. Rebound back to the Spurs. We find Harrison Ingram in the paint, and he's going to get the jumper in. 1. I don't know where Garcia is, Bobby. Fox and Olnick will be out opening night. Is that official with Kelly? I knew that was with De'Aaron, but is that the word? Kelly's not going to play either? That sucks. I missed a free throw. Whoop-de-doo. Light gun games. Oh, dog shit. Are you talking about like Duck Hunt? Or do you mean like House of the Dead? Kyle, whatever you send to the P.O. Box, if you actually send something, I will appreciate it, even if it is dirty. Or a girly thing. Miss TSR might appreciate you much less. And fouling the Jazz. Gabe, we had some guys look good tonight. Victor looked great in the first half. Devin seemed good. Played well. Kelvin's continuing to shoot very well for the Spurs. There's a mile-long 3, no good. Harrison Ingram gets the rebound, the putback, no good. And more fouls and more free throws coming up for the Spurs. Has Ingram bulked up? Oh, he has. He does look like he's in better shape, Dr. Phil. I would agree. 2 shots. 88-79. Spurs looking to get the lead. Yeah, he does look better. Hopefully his game is... Missed a free throw. I would say hopefully his game is improved. All right, fair enough, Kyle. Ultimate Scion, what's going on? Harper looked good. And you're welcome, Gabe. Man, I need a hoodie. My legs are cold. I'm wearing shorts. It was warm when the game started, but he missed both free throws. I just said he bulked up and looks good, but he needs to shoot better and can't make the free throws. Maybe the Hulk will keep my leg warm. I'm going to put the Hulk on my legs. Ooh, actually working. Maybe he'll be a little less angry. It is Spurs ball after the 2 missed free throws. The ball went out of bounds, staying with San Antonio. Ingram with the ball again, passes it around. And another whistle. That was Umadi, headband guy, getting fouled, going on the line for 2. Steven, I think people are sleeping on... I think Spurs fans are sleeping on the team, saying I've seen some Spurs fans say we're going to be a lottery team again. God, there you go. Phil, I feel like Halloween seems to be a good day for the Freddy Glove to make its season debut. The Spurs play on Halloween. I have a hat. I've got a sweater now. That just seems to be the perfect day. I know I'd like to bust it out earlier, but And it did make its debut on the channel during the unboxing. I mean, who else would you put on a two-way over Ingram? Yes, lottery. I don't know if they're trolling me in the videos, but there's been some Spurs fans that are like, 35 wins, lottery team. I'm like, seriously, you got us winning one more game over last year? One? Full season of Wemby. Wemby year number 3. Castle year number 2. Harper coming in as a rookie. Fox coming in. You guys winning one more game? Texan, I wouldn't know how to get channels on the players on that channel. It would be great. I don't even know where to start. I would love to talk to Spurs players, but I mean, I'm such a small content creator. I think we need the channel to be a little bigger before that happens. Benjamin, I don't know. Wemby's Halloween costume will be huge. Aloha Federal Flavix. Giants lose to the Broncos. The Giants are not playing next week, Kyle. They don't play on Sunday because they played on Thursday. So your prediction is wrong. They are not playing next week. Greetings, Marv. Mav C123 from Colombia. Go Spurs, go. This would be the first 50 wins in, yes, quite a few years. Well, Ralph, collectibles are only worth what somebody's willing to pay for it. I'm not willing to pay $1,000 for a Pokemon card, but there are a lot of people that are. Just like there's probably people that aren't willing to pay hundreds of dollars for a comic book. I am. Or a Magic the Gathering card. Spurs, PR, or... Yeah, I would think so. All right, Gino. I still say 50 wins. Rich, I think you have to be a Spurs media person or reporter that works for a YouTube channel. Yeah, I think Locked In, the Locked Spurs channel probably will have players on. And they have connections I don't. Good on them. There's a Lock something Spurs, right? I'm not subscribed to the channel. I know of it. I think it's Locked On Spurs. Correct me if I'm wrong. 74-8. 82-0. David, I will reveal that at some point. I'd rather not reveal that right now. It's a lot. It's a lot. At some point, though, I'd rather reveal that on the comic book channel than here. Well, actually, when I get to 1,000 subscribers, I do plan on doing, when the channel gets monetized, I will do a comic room tour on the second channel. And when I'm showing off which books I own, it's going to be obvious which one it is. That's the answer to that question. Would I take a playoff sweep loss or a guaranteed first pick in next year? I don't want to be the worst team in the NBA. Are you saying, I mean, we can have both. We could be a play-in team and get knocked out in the play-in. I don't want that to happen, but if I'm talking about, if I have to have the Spurs. So the West is stacked. So if we made the play-in as the 8th seed, let's say, and they got knocked out and then drafted 13th or 14th and got the first overall pick, I would not be unhappy, but I'd rather see us turn things. I'd rather hope that the improvement's bigger. 90-79, 2.5 minutes ago. Whatever happens, happens. I'll work for the Spurs, whether they win 50 games or 35 or 65. I'll be here. Unpopular question, Rich. What would be the longest win streak you think this Spurs team will get? I'd have to look at the schedule. Dokshi is called Fill a Box Comics. It's a comic book channel. I love comic books. I've been a comic book collector for over 35 years, same as a lot of the teams on this channel. So I decided that would be my second channel. I had a previous second channel where I was doing a comic book video here and there. I was like, you know what? Just make it comics. So there's a channel in the chat if you'd like to check it out. I'm having a lot of fun over there. New video today was up. New video every Friday. If I get any graded books, those will randomly go up either on Monday or Wednesday. But new video every Friday at 12 p.m. 2 free throws for the Jazz, 90-81. Both teams in the bonus. A little over 2 minutes to go. Spurs ball. David Jones-Garcia's just checked in. There's your guy. Some of you, DJG is in. Harrison Ingram for 3. No good. And a foul. Addy, I would probably say 6 at best. I would agree. I don't think we'll be higher than 6. But there's some things that have happened in the Western Conference to shake things up. You had Fred VanVleet get injured with the Rockets. He's out for the year. We don't know the status of LeBron James right now. He's got a sciatica issue, which, if that lingers, that could really derail his season. That would affect the Lakers. They're expecting him still to be the second best player on that team. 2 free throws for the Jazz. First one's good. If he gets derailed for an extended period of time, the Spurs maybe leapfrog the Lakers or the Rockets or both. Kevin Love at the line for one more. It's good. I didn't realize it was Kevin Love until he showed his face. I'm like, wait a minute. I know that dude. 90-83. Levi, I agree. Losing streak last year? No, that was the year before that, Kyle. The year before that, the Spurs lost 18 in a row. It was Wemby's rookie year. Set a team record, 18 losses in a row. Yes, I hated it, as I should. There's another bucket for the Jazz. We're only up by 5. T-Gunk 82, thank you for stopping in. Minix for 3, no good. Come on, son. I mean, Riley. Riley gets the offensive rebound. 8 on the shot clock for the Spurs. Ingram for 3. Okay. That one in. I heard that, Son of Scar, that this will be the first opening night LeBron has missed in his career. I did not know that. First, what, in 22 seasons? That Gio, I did not know Adam Flagler left on a knee injury. David, I would love it if we finish 5th. Hey, TSR, the Spurs have never won the first 4 games in a season. Can they do it this year? We've never started off 4-0 ever? What? That can't be. Are you being serious? Yes, VanVleet's out for the year. Torn ACL, I believe. You tell me with the David Robinson era, the George Gervin era before that, the big 3 after that, we've never started 4-0? That doesn't seem right. No, I'm not surprised LeBron's injured. I was talking about it earlier. LeBron is a big dude. 6'8", 6'9", 260 pounds. He has done a lot of his work in the paint in his career. All that jumping up and down, landing, compressing the spine, compressing his discs and his lower back. Yeah, not surprised at all he's having issues now. Spurs ball, 8 on the shot clock. Riley Minix with the ball, drives into the paint, and passes it back out. David Jones-Garcia is going to start to drive, loses the ball. It's going to stay with the Spurs, but they only have 1.7 seconds on the shot clock. It is an old guy injury. I'm starting to have issues with like my shoulder when I lift weights. Like, I don't know if it's arthritis or just an old guy injury. Turnover, Spurs. The Jazz have been crushing us this third quarter. I don't know what the box score is, but it's definitely lopsided for the positive for the Jazz. Love for 3. It's a 3-point game, guys. Am I going to do a season preview stream? I don't think it'd be a stream. It might be a video. I have been doing a little less Spurs content. That's mostly because I was taking a break, though, in August and September. There's a huge dunk by Ingram. All right, Harrison, I see you from here. Jazz ball, they can hold for the last shot. Both teams in the bonus. Spurs with 23 assists on the night. Jazz 19. I've talked about what I think the record's going to be so many times. I kind of did that. There's a 3 at the buzzer, and that is no good. Walter Clayton Jr. misses it. Spurs will go into the 4th with a 5-point lead. Gio, I think they'll make the playoff. It depends on Kevin Durant's health. Losing VanVleet was massive. He's got a big contract too. Isn't he making north of $40 million? So you have a big amount of money eating up your salary cap that's not playing. If I did full time, yes, I would be live every day, posting. But yes, I would have to do, live every day, posting a video every day. But this is not my full time job. I have a good full time job, so this is just for fun. I like the Google ad revenue. As I've said before, I appreciate super chats because I know you guys do that because I put a lot of time on the channel. I probably, during the season, 40 hours of my regular job. For this, I probably put in at minimum. There's 3 streams. That's about 8 hours. Plus, I read every comment. I'm going to reply to every comment. I read every comment you guys put on a video. Sometimes I'm reading hundreds of comments. So I probably put in at least 10 hours a week. Maybe 10 to 13 hours a week on this channel, plus 2 hours on the other channel. So usually about 15 hours a week of YouTube, plus the 40 hours of my regular job. Plus I'm in a relationship. Plus I collect comic books and play Magic the Gathering and work out. So I stay busy. Yeah, but I hope we don't lose. And Jerry Jones is a clueless owner. I would agree 100%. Aiken, I feel like I'm a curse when I watch the Spurs live. The Spurs have only been a losing team since I've started this channel. Taj, I saw some, yeah. How do you balance work with 5 games in 7 days? It's tough. So that did happen once last year. We had 5 games in 7 days. I work during the day, 7 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Just call the games at night. Work out on my lunch. My girlfriend watches the games with me sometimes, so that's a way to make sure that we're still spending time together. It can be tough. That's why with the second YouTube channel, I decided to move the videos to Fridays. They had been Wednesdays. I'm like, you know what, the Spurs season starting, and a lot of my comic book buying is done on Saturdays or Sundays. That gives me a few days to shoot and edit the video because the videos over there are much longer than they are over here. The live streams, of course, are the longest content on the sports channel, but as far as uploaded videos, the comic book channel, they're anywhere usually from 20 to close to 40 minutes. Hey, Mono's in the house! Emmanuel Ginobili! Taj, I'm not sure. We'll see. It would be local in the Northeast if I did. Yeah, at Emmett, Van Fleet out for the year for sure. Yeah, I saw the alien on Mono's tablet. All right, 4th quarter under the way. The Spurs looking to chuck up the Jazz. Josh, no idea, my friend. I'm watching it on NBA League Pass. Welcome back, Stingray X Factor. Will you ever be Cowboy X Factor again, or you don't want it because you're done with the Cowboys? Or not done with the Cowboys, but sick of the Cowboys, I guess, and what's been happening with them. Texas Swarm, that's a darn good question. I don't remember. I want to mess up the name, but it was something like Five Finger Freddy's or something like that I ate at. I do remember that one. Because somebody that's a subscriber was a manager at one. Turnover by the Spurs, and then a block down the other end. Okay. Loose Goose, 1, 2, 3, 4. Castle banged up his knee in the scrimmage a week ago. I believe he ran into Wemby, or Wemby ran into him. So he's out, precautionary. It sounds like he'll be okay. I'm hoping he plays Monday. Mazagua. Dang, Stingray, I didn't realize you... wow, Cowboys made you that angry, huh? First free throw's good. One more free throw coming up for Walter Clayton Jr. Kyrie Irving's going to be out until after the All-Star break, at a minimum, I would think. Or it might be that's the earliest he can come back after the All-Star break. He tore his ACL, what, in April? Yeah, maybe right before the All-Star break or after it. He is north of 30. Carter Bryant for 3 in the corner. No good. I hope Castle plays too. I mean, we haven't seen him all year. We haven't seen him all preseason. Did he play in the summer league? I don't think he did he? No. Castle didn't play in the summer league. Reigning rookie of the year. Or did he? Shoot. I'm drawing a blank. I don't think he did. 2 more free throws for the Jazz. This is Cody Williams at the line for 2. Whistles are coming fast and furious so far to start the 4th quarter. 2 fouls already on the Spurs in the first 45 seconds. By the way, a little cheap plug tonight. If you have not hit the thumbs up, please do so. We're sitting at 187. We're getting very close to 200. The goal is 200 now, and I think as the season progresses, as more and more people show interest in the Spurs, the goal will go to 250. But right now, 200 thumbs up would be awesome. So if you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do so. That's all I'll ask for on the channel. It is a way to support the channel for free.
Go, Spurs, go.
Waters for 3, no good. We got the ball back. You know, I like Mamu, Sam, but he wasn't going to get the minutes here. So if he gets the minutes in Toronto, I'm happy for him. Yeah, it was a bummer to see him go. I mean, well, we had that legendary moment where he dropped, what was it, like 34 points in 20 minutes versus, it was the Knicks, I think. Just had a phenomenal game. I think he only missed one shot. At least he had that with us. Spurs ball after a quick knocked out of bounds. 6 on the shot clock. Waters for 3. Okay. Jean-Michael, good evening or good morning from the Philippines. Castle did not play in Summer League. I was confused, but I was like, I don't remember seeing him in there. Now a 3 rattled down the other end. 1-point game. He played in the Spurs scrimmage game, Gabe, which got him hurt, unfortunately. Figures, right? David Jones-Garcia for 3. Oh, no. Why is Ace Bailey out there? I just realized Ace is still playing. Hey, Jazz, think this is the NBA Finals? Why is Ace Bailey still out there? Cody Williams for 3, no good. Fight for the rebound. Jazz get the ball back. The putback is no good. 2 free throws coming up. I had no idea Ace Bailey was still out there, and I heard his name. I was like, what? And yep, there he is. Stingray X Factor, I appreciate you watching the comic book channel. Thank you. It's been a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying it over there. I'll be enjoying a whole lot of comics tomorrow. Going to a warehouse sale where you can fill a box of comics for $100, and they're going to have 450 long boxes of comics. It's their last sale. I'm going with 2 friends and meeting possibly a fellow YouTuber out there for it, so it should be a lot of fun. The Spurs regular season opener is actually the game I'm going to miss. The October 26th game against the Nets. Made them both. The Spurs are losing. And Derry, Wemby's done for the night. They shut him down after the first half. The Spurs are down right now. This is the first time we've been down since I don't know when. And a whistle on the Jazz. How much did we get outscored by in the third quarter? We got outscored 35-23 in the third and 9-4 so far in the fourth. And that is Umedi. I'll mess up his name a lot. Going on the line for 2. Texans. I don't think I would ever live in Texas. I'm going to be working here until at least my early 60s. If me and Miss TSR get married, we'd have to have a discussion on where we want to retire to. Texas would be on the plate if the Spurs ever called me up and said, hey, take Sean Elliott's spot, he's retiring. But I don't see that happening. Yeah, Glaze and Bacon, I like to see Harper come back in the game. There's a turnover by the Jazz. We're all tied up at 99. I guess so, Sin. Justice, we'll find out soon. Although George isn't playing at the moment, so if he doesn't have it yet, he might not come back in the game. Jones-Garcia into the paint. Fouled, going in the line for 2. If, don't you mean when? I don't think I'm a big enough homer for it to be a Spurs announcer because I'm guessing I'll be more critical of the Spurs than the people that they actually want there. They might not like that. Spurs hit 100 mark. Wemby's not coming in, Derry. He's done for the night. Absolutely guarantee Wemby is done for the night. Amityville, I don't gamble. I don't know when to hold them or when to fold them, when to walk away or when to run. Kenny R. Oh, well, Cody Williams pull up from around the elbow, good. 101, 101. Last one, to Mucky's uncle. Bobby, it doesn't seem like a lot of people like Jacob as the announcer of the Spurs. Waters for 3 in the corner, no good. Jazz ball. Let's go Spurs from Brazil. I know, Randy, I was talking about that earlier. Can you imagine if the Spurs got 3 Rookies of the Year in a row? Not only would that be the first time ever in the NBA, that would be the first time in sports, period, right? Has that happened in another sport? Cody Williams for 3, no good. That hasn't happened in MLB or NHL or NFL, has it? I don't think so. Mude drives into the paint. Missed it, rolls off the rim, and it's Jazz ball. Plot twist, Carter Bryant, Rookie of the Year. What? All right, I got to throw some eye drops in. These lights suck, even though I turned them down. Oh. We got a foul. I'm going to throw a ghost for his go. I might put some drops in. There we go. Gemar, the second half happened. We took all our starters out, and the backups have not been playing as well as the Jazz's guys. We've been getting outscored a lot in the second half. Carter Bryant for 3, no good. That's true, Amityville. Hendricks in the paint. Nice shot, and then timeout Mitch, 103-101. Joe, did we get to 200 thumbs up in a preseason game? That'd be pretty cool if we did. We did. The Jazz are winning right now. How did that happen? Cats and dogs living together, mass hysteria. To answer your question, what happened? We got outscored 35-23 in the third, getting outscored 13-6 in the fourth. I was just there with some amazing box tickets courtside. First Spurs game ever, but it's hard being there sober. So now I'm tuning in here as I walk home. Eric, walk home safely. GL, my honest take on the NBA Cup tournament is I don't care. I'm sorry. If the Spurs make it in, great, so be it. Yeah. Yep. The Jazz are playing some of their starting type players. I mean, Ace Bailey just came up, but he was in there. I guess they really want to win tonight. Best of luck to you, Eric. Ralph, they had starters out there, so starters and bench versus our G League guys. We got Waters, Ingram, Bryant, Potter, and Umani. I mean, Bryant's not a G Leaguer, but he is a rookie. Waters is a vet. If the Spurs were removed from the NBA, if the Spurs were removed from the NBA, I would not claim anybody. I'd stop watching basketball. Yeah, I'm done. Carlos, what happened? The second half. We got an MFer named Stanley Umedi out there. That's how it's died. All right. Glad to make it fair enough. Okay. That's yeah. You're not wrong about that. We're in a timeout at the moment. A Mitch Johnson timeout. We got a Johnson timeout, a Johnson break Johnson, 103-101. 7.5 minutes to go. Teams, players need to get drugged. What? Fun swine? They're showing some Spurs fans doing a little dance. No making love. But they are getting down tonight. Well, this kid dances like me. All right, coming back to the game. Nice to see the kids having fun in San Antonio. A lot of Wemby jerseys. Big shocker. Carter Bryant's got a -20. That's sucks. It's not all him. He's been playing with the second and third unit, but dang, -20. Any current Spur you think is a Spur for life? I'm hoping Wemby Bude. Wemby, Castle. Hopefully Harper. I mean, all our recent draft picks. Not sure Sohan's a Spur for life. Not even sure Sohan's going to get extended. Vassell, not so sure. Kellman, I don't know. But hopefully our recent draft picks. Yes. Lance, what's going on? At Philobox Comics. I'm going to drop a link in the chat right now. Fill the Box Comics. There it is right there. Having a blast over there. And Lance, if you check out the channel, I hope you enjoy it. I do not want Giannis. Giannis is north of 30, and the Bucks are going to want way too much for him. So no. I don't know if his fit would be good alongside Wemby. He's not going to space the floor. There's a three-pointer by Micah Potter, a miss. Micah Potter has been shooting like crap this preseason. And if you're trying to get a roster spot, you cannot be shooting like crap this preseason. There you go. Send Potter back to Hogwarts. He's been misfiring every game. Cody Williams drives into the paint. Layup. Biggest lead of the game for the Jazz. 4 points. I'm going to buy you 100 comics. Okay, Carlos? Minutes for three, no good. Now we're just chucking threes, apparently. Come on, guys. Slow-mo for three. Kyle Anderson's out there. What happened to our offense? Well, I'll tell you what happened. We got Waters, Ingram, Minix, Potter, Umadi. That's where our offense went. You know, Umadi's been playing well. He drives in the paint, in traffic, throws it up and in. Yeah, they are, James. Adi, I don't know. I'm paying to watch it on NBA League Pass, and we have a foul on the Spurs. Keontae George foul. Why is Keontae George still in there? What the hell are... What are the Jazz doing? Man, they're taking this way too seriously. Two free throws coming up for George. Keontae George is the guy that broke his leg last year, isn't it? Or was that Hendricks? Now I'm getting confused again. I think that was Hendricks, right? It's a nasty leg break. Carter Bryant checking back in for the Spurs, and this has not been a good second half for San Antonio. Chuck Daniel, the man with two first names. What's going on? Jazz by 11. Missed the first free throw. Made the second one. 106, 103. I don't have a fantasy football team. I haven't played since 2013. I am retired. Riley Minix with the ball, drives in the paint, throws it up, short. Man, Minix hasn't been able to shoot at all this preseason either. Ball's going to go out of bounds. Jazz ball. I know it's just preseason, but I don't like calling Spurs losses. Whatever season it is. Summer League, preseason. The Spurs are falling apart. The second half has been atrocious. Atrocious, I say. Hendricks just flew into the paint and dunked it. Boudet. Kelvin. The real number 3 on the Spurs. That's a BS. He had to wear number 0 last year. Pat McCaff. It is October 22nd versus the Dallas Mavericks. That's going to be a big one. Weren't we okay in the first quarter, Gio? First quarter, we outscored the Jazz 34-30. Second quarter, we smacked them around, outscored them 38-25. And then they flipped the script in the second half. The Jazz outscored us 35-23 in the third, and are currently outscoring the Spurs 18-8 in the fourth. Yep, the wheels have fallen off. Can we get the wheels back on? I don't know. Jazz coach aiming for the first ever win in the postseason or preseason. He's trying to get their first preseason win. I like Chris Paul. I don't know about CP3. No. Theodore, I tell you who's going to win. The team that scores the most points, I guarantee, is going to win the game. Michael, this isn't our second unit. This is our third unit. This ain't second unit. This is third unit. Thank you, Carlos. Biggest stream is 7,400 viewers at once. That was the 2022 NBA draft. That was the one where I was rooting for Kai Soto to be drafted. It did not happen. I haven't followed Kai of late because I haven't heard anything. I know he tore his ACL back in January. I haven't heard any news. I expect him to be back on the court, I would think, any day now. Hello, Elephant. Wemby, he's struggling tonight. Theodore, I hope so. I like the Spurs to be undefeated in the preseason. I know it doesn't matter, but you want your team to play well. Hey, it's Coyote shooting some shirts into the stands. Baby Yode's dad is on TV, so Baby Yode's happy. Levitating baby Coyote, Coyote, our bestest little buddy. Boop. We used to give out baby coyotes for free during the live streams via trivia, and last I checked, Amazon is out of baby Yodes. Out of baby Yodes. Ralph, you are correct. No, yup. I liked what I saw at the start of the preseason from Carter, but he's not having it tonight. Yeah, hey, if there's anybody rooting for the Jazz in there, that's fine. All are welcome at TSR Sports. Except Red Sox. No, I'm just kidding. All are welcome. Red Sox fans, Cowboys fans, Eagles fans. I just enjoy. I mean, even if it's just talk a little trash, not extreme, I want to punch you in the face trash, but just a little friendly trash talking is always welcome. Ooh. 108-103, both teams in the bonus, 5 minutes to go. Spurs looking to find how the Spurs got their groove back. The offense has gone. There's a mile-long three. That's no good. I think that was Ingram who shot that. Now fast break for the Jazz. Walter Clayton Jr. Good. This is the biggest lead in the night for Utah. Bryce Sensabaugh, Elephant. He's number 28. And yes, he is in the game. Spurs ball down by 7 under 5 minutes to go. Bryant reminds me of a terrible... He's a rookie. Let's not beat him up too much. Carter's going to take a three. Carter Bryant for three. What I said, have a little confidence. 110-106, 4.5 minutes to go. Wow, it's pretty empty in the stands. Also turnover by the Jazz. They get the ball, keep the ball in check. 8 on the shot clock. That was a long three by some dude for the Jazz. I couldn't see who it was. Spurs ball. Umadi for three. 1 point game. There we go. No, Soniscar, Wemby looked good tonight. Had his best game of the preseason. I think only had 1 or 2 turnovers. Wemby definitely looked good tonight. Junior Brian says Jazz for the win. Umahu, Stanley Umadi. Hendricks misses in the paint. The putback. Ace Bailey. Why is Ace Bailey out there again? What are the Jazz doing? They're really legit trying to win this game. J.O. Jones-Garcia flies into the paint, misses the shot. I mean, yes, I know they're trying to win, but why do you have your big rookie out there in preseason with 3.5 minutes left? I understand playing a lot in the first half, maybe a little in the third quarter, but at this point in the game, can you imagine if this dude gets hurt at the end of the fourth quarter for the Jazz? I'm not wishing that for the record, but I would not risk my young player at this point in the game. Just my 2 cents. Jazz do have almost their whole starting lineup on the court. You're right. It's pretty darn close. Sensabaugh started. No, Sensabaugh, I'm not sorry. Bailey started. George started. I think Hendricks started. So yeah, they have, I think, 3/5 of their starting lineup out there. 112-111. Utah ball. Clayton with the ball, passes it over for three. Ooh. That was a brick. Spurs ball, we can retake the lead. Harrison Ingram flies up the court, tosses it out. And they finally find David Jones-Garcia open for three. The ball's going to be knocked out of bounds by Biyombo. I mean, come on. They have most of their stars. We got a Biombo and a Umadi. Seriously. One of these things is not like the other. Dog sheet, I think Sohan gets the hate because he's not a good shooter, which you could see fans turn on Castle if Castle keeps shooting threes poorly this year. Although he's an exciting dunker, so he does have that going for him. And a great pineapple. The best rivalry of all time, Ace Bailey versus Flat Stanley Umadi. All right, that's a foul and 2 free throws coming up for Keontae George. 112, 111. Both teams again in the bonus. Dude, Ace Bailey's in there. Junior Brian, I'm watching on NBA League Pass. I purchase it every year so I can call the games and hang out with you guys during the Spurs season. First free throw is good. Texas Storm, except for the fact that I live thousands of miles from Texas, yes, I would have been good for the new fan club. 113, 111, 240 to go. Can we have overtime? Spurs ball. Bryant fakes a 3, now pulls it down, 4 on the shot clock. Get to the Jones Garcia, takes it in and throws the hammer down for the tie. D-J-G. Yuri Dinan. Shout out to you. And no cheering for overtime. TSR is getting a little sleepy. Well, it's a pull up from the elbow. Good. Who the hell shot that for the Jazz? All right, 2 minutes to go. Watch it go overtime, and Ace is still playing. Nice. David Jones-Garcia with the ball again. Passes it out for 3 to Harrison Ingram. No good. Jones-Garcia with the rebound and put back. David Jones-Garcia is taking it over, guys. Let's go. The Opinion Sports Show. Good evening to you. Jones-Garcia stepping up. Looking like Summer League Jones-Garcia right now. 3 in the corner, no good for the Jazz. Shoot, I need to pay attention who's shooting for the Jazz. Spurs can retake the lead here, guys. For the 15 fans still left in the stands in the arena. There's more than that. Jones-Garcia with the ball, drives in the paint. Throws it up and in! Jones-Garcia! Taking over the game! Holy moly! My clock's a little ahead. Let me fix that. Jones with 10 points now. I think he's had 6 of the last 6 Spurs points. Walter Clayton Jr. with the ball, passes to Ace Bailey. Bailey drives baseline. Dumps it into Hendricks. Hendricks with the turnaround in the paint. Good. We're all tied up. But everyone sleeps on. Nice, Bobby. I just caught that. And I have not heard that, David. Jones-Garcia with the ball right now. The Jazz have had no answer for him the last couple minutes. He is NBA GM on fire at the moment. 6 on the shot clock. Garcia still with the ball. Drives into the paint. Stops, pops, tough shot. No good. Jazz on the break. And a huge dunk by Walter Clayton Jr. They got down the other end of the court fast, and the Spurs did not get there in transition. Spurs can knock 2 front. Bryant takes a quick 3, and he hits it! What? Carter Bryant just launches a 3. He had been shooting not well tonight, and then the biggest shot of the game for him, he nails it. Let's go. Okay. Not what I expected, but alrighty. Carter, Danny Green, Bryant. That's a long name. We turning Soniscar, I'm not sure, your message is in there. I didn't turn off the chat for the preseason. Carter, Kobe Bryant, Garcia, and Stanley Umadi True is absolutely cooking the league. If Carter Bryant, David Jones Garcia, and Stanley Umadi, I don't think so. Since I don't know what that means, Junior, I'm gonna not say that one. Who was the Jazz Big 3? I assume Lauri Markkanen, Ace Bailey, and I don't know who the third best player is right now. Is that Isaiah Collier? I'm actually not sure. This has actually been a really fun game to call. Spurs bench this quarter has 25 points. The Jazz bench 12. Of course, the Jazz are playing a lot of their starters. Yes, they are. Yap, yap. We're a deep team. Val99, thank you for stopping in. Or 999. Oh, Philip Howski. That's right, David. Maybe. All right. I'm going to carve the chat, so no spoilers. Alejandro, thank you for being here. He says, let's go Utah. Jazz down by 1. They are in the bonus. They can run the shot clock is off. Let me get this even. All right. This could be the last shot of the game. Ace Bailey. He's going to take a shot now. And he missed it. Jones Garcia with the rebound. And he's fouled. Ace Bailey. I'm surprised he took that shot that early with the... Okay, I guess he figured if he missed, maybe get the ball back. Spurs need to win so you can win $50. Well, the Enforcer, good luck. More like, oh, ASS Bailey. Brando, I'm watching on NBA League Pass. I buy it every season so I can watch the Spurs, call the games, and hang out with you guys. If anybody's new here to the chat, I'm obviously a huge San Antonio Spurs fan. I think if that doesn't give it away, I don't know what does. But if you're looking for a place to hang out during the games live, or if you can't watch the games and you're on the road and need a place to listen to them, or just looking for a Spurs community, would love to have you join us. Make sure you hit the subscribe button down there, and go Spurs go. David Jones Garcia made both free throws. That is a 3-point lead. The Jazz need a 3 to tie. George for 3. Oh my God! Are you kidding me? Keontae George for 3. This is a Jazz starting lineup against most of our G League guys. NBA League Pass Omar was 90. They gave me a 20% discount because it was about to expire in September. And instead of renewing, I said cancel, and they sent me an email. Come back for 20% off. And I said, okay. You got to be kidding me. What a shot by that was Keontae George for 3, guys. Keontae George. We might be going to overtime here in the preseason. I don't know if I've ever called an overtime preseason game. Elephant, it's all tied up. Keontae George just hit a 3. Carter Bryant hit a huge 3 near the end of the game. Bryant actually hit a 3 to give us the lead, and then I'm getting my plays mixed up. Bryant did hit a big 3 near the end of the game. Bryant hit the 3 to give us a 1-point lead. Bailey missed his shot. Then we got a 2 down the other end. We were up by 3, and then Keontae George just hit a monster 3. We got about 4 seconds to go in the game. Who takes the last shot on the Spurs? David Jones Garcia? Carter Bryant? Your guy Umadi? I'm going to have to not focus on the chat. Harrison Ingram is going to inbound it for the Spurs. No spoilers, please, in the chat. 4 seconds to go. Spurs are in the bonus. Ingram looking to get it in. Gets into Jones Garcia. Garcia's going to drive a long 3. At the buzzer, we're going overtime. We are going to overtime. And Omar, do not get every game. Any games on ESPN will be blacked out. Any games on Peacock, Amazon Prime. It sucks being a sports fan with your teams on a zillion channels. Apparently that's the best shot they could get. I was not ready to call an overtime game tonight. All right. 5-minute overtime, I guess. Sure. Where's my quarter? There it is. I got to put OT in there. I'm never going to get to bed at this rate. OT. Yeah, I would have liked to see us go for a 2 and not a 3-pointer there, but it is what it is. Joe Hare, welcome to the chat. Watcher, what's up? The Watcher as in the Marvel Comics guy? Yeah, thank God it's Friday, Medicare. If this was a work night, this would suck. Starting 5 versus our 3 string. Yep, Colfany, that is exactly what's happening. You guys made a joke earlier, so many the joke. It's going to go to overtime, and Ace Bailey's going to play in overtime. Your joke came true. Wemby's not coming out. Yep. He's done for the night. Homar, buenas noches to you. How about some thumbs up for overtime in the preseason? What are we at? 230? 400 people watching? We can get to 250 thumbs up. That's some thumbs up for the preseason. For the Jazz. Treating this game like it's a damn Super Bowl. Playing their starters in the 4th quarter. I know it's football. I'm just saying. Keontae George. Definitely not Paul George. Keontae George. Lemon flavored bleach. Garcia's 0 for 5 from 3. Yeah, I need the Mas Agua. I need to get more water in my system. Theodore, we'll see. It's going to be tough because the Jazz are playing their most of their starting lineup. We're playing Bryant's a 2nd unit guy. Ingram, Garcia are G Leaguers. Biombo is a 3rd unit guy. And Umadi, I don't know where the hell he's going to be. All hero, no cape. What's going on? 5-minute overtime. And the jump ball is won by the Spurs and Biombo. Jonathan, Spurs won by 6. I'll take that. Was Will Hardy coach of this previous? Drawing a blank, Bacon. Thank you, Levi. I appreciate that. I deserve all the MF and flowers, and there is a missed shot or a turnover by the Spurs. Let me focus on the game because we only have 5 minutes left, 4.5 minutes to go. Can't believe we have overtime in a preseason game. Walter Clayton Jr. drives in the paint. They kick it out. They go around the world. Ace Bailey now with the ball flies into the paint, throws up a brick. Wanted a foul, did not get it. It is Spurs ball. David Jones-Garcia with the ball right at the moment for the Spurs. We get to Umude. Umude drives, and the layup is good for Umude! Yeah, David, they are getting calling minutes. Real good. What's going on? Go Spurs go. I mean, our mostly 3rd stringers are holding their own against most of the Jazz starters, so that's a good sign that this team might be deep. Of course, the Jazz are the Jazz. Got the George in the paint. And Hendricks is blocked. I think that was Carter Bryant with the block. And then we turn over on the break. They try to get to Biombo in the paint, and Biombo the ball, and that's a turnover for the Spurs. 124-122, 3 minutes and 37 seconds to go. Umadi, right here on the bottom. Very last guy on the bottom of your screen. Good night, lemon flavored beach. I got to get up early too for a comic book thing. And real quick, inbound pass. Clayton Jr. flies in, layup, all tied up. Could we see double overtime in a preseason game? Actually, kind of hope not. And Harrison Ingram in the paint. Off the glass, good. 126-124. Spurs back up by 2. The dish by David Jones-Garcia. DJG. Spurs with 30 assists on the night. The Jazz have 24. 3 minutes to go. 2-point game. Cody Williams with the ball for the Jazz. No, I'm going with the ball. Pass it out. I can't see who has that for the Jazz. It's Ace Bailey now for 3. And that is no good. Biombo with the rebound. Jones-Garcia will bring it up for the Spurs. Takes off, flies into the paint. Blow off the glass. Good! Spurs up by 4. Belippi, there's been a bajillion Markkanen and Spurs trade talk. It ain't happening. We're not trading with Danny Ainge. Markkanen is overpaid right now. He's got a huge contract, has been dinged up the last 2 years. I'm saying it ain't happening. I actually don't want it to happen at this point. Markkanen's been injury-plagued his whole career. That's not what we need to take it to the next level. If he was a player healthy every year, maybe. But the dude's always hurt. Stay in Utah. Right, Von Swine? Wemby, MVP and Defensive Player of the Year. Chuck, at least Defensive Player of the Year. And he should already be a one-time Defensive Player of the Year. He was Defensive Player of the Year his rookie year. Just giving it to Rudy Gobert because he played on a great defensive team, I think was ridiculous. I mean, you take Gobert out, which they did, and they still were a good defense. You take Wemby off of the Spurs his rookie year, no defense whatsoever. Oh, this kiss cam was aggressive. If the Spurs win, shame on the Jazz. Nice yup. Ralph, I hope you're right. Man, some people going deep with this kiss cam. Oh, no, brother, what? Oh, my goodness, no. Okay, I'm just going to say that that guy went all in. You know, we haven't seen... Oh, we've seen Triple H. Why not? Here's Triple H again. Just I don't know, just because. I felt like showing Triple H. Why not? Back to the game. 2.5 minutes to go. Jazz ball. Ace Bailey. We'll pass it out. 8 on the shot clock. Clayton Jr. in the paint gets blocked. And the putback is no good. Spurs ball. Spurs on the run. Ingram flying up the court. Gets it to Jones Garcia. Back to Ingram. That was not a good run. Fast break. They now find Carter Bryant open for 3. Front rim no good. That was an ugly fast break. Very poorly run. Come on, guys. You got to do better, suck less. Minute 55 to go. 128-124. Jazz have 1 timeout. The Spurs have 2. Neither team is in the bonus. 8 on the shot clock for the Jazz. 4 on the shot clock for the Jazz. Clayton Jr. long 3. Brick. Air ball. No good. Spurs ball. Carlos, he pretty much ate her tongue out. He ate her face. Gross. Maybe not for him and her. Jones Garcia with the ball for the Spurs. 10 on the shot clock. Into Carter Bryant. Bryant in the post. 4 on the shot clock. Turns the ball over. And Jones Garcia gets the ball back. All right, new shot clock. Okie dokie. That's one way to do it. Jones Garcia blows by his guy. Layup and 1! David Jones Garcia. 130-24 and 1. AKA Steezy, he's been beast moding tonight. The Spurs with a bad turnover. Garcia gets the ball back and absolutely blows by Bryce Sensabaugh. Gets the layup and 1. Cheers. I know glazing bacon. Yeah, he missed the free throw, though. Garcia, Rookie of the Year. He's not going to get the minutes. Miggy, the Pelicans fan, good evening to you. Under a minute to go. Spurs up by 6. Sensabaugh, runner good. DJ Rose with the $5 super chat says, I'm at the Spurs game and David Jones Garcia is going crazy. Offensive foul on Carter Bryant. That's a turnover. Please no double overtime. Spurs win. Come on. Thank you, DJ Rose. I like what I'm seeing on Lindy Waters, Chuck. Mr. Scotch Crotch, we're in overtime in preseason. That's what you missed. Wemby looked great. Vassell looked good. Kelvin looked great again. David Jones Garcia has been huge here at the end of the game. And Ace Bailey with a jumper. It's 130-128. Bailey with 20 points on 8 of 13 shooting. Having a nice night. Nice night for a walk, eh? There's a 16-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Jones Garcia with the ball. 4 on the shot clock. Looking to make something happen. Forces a shot. Good! David Jones Garcia! Keontae George with the runner. Good. And finally a foul on Jones Garcia, 132 to 130. Seriously, the Jazz are acting like this is the NBA Finals. Carlos Jeter with the $1 happy face. Thank you, my man. Summer League legend. Yes, San Antonio Hotspur. Can you imagine when I finally get to call playoff basketball with you guys? This is the freaking preseason game. I'm going nuts. And you guys are going nuts. Just wait till we get to share some playoff wins. Garcia at the free throw line. Good. He better make this next one and make it a 4-point game. DJG. They're showing a block by Carter, or almost blocked by Carter Bryant. Never mind. I don't know why they're randomly showing that replay. Made it. 4-point game. 6.3 on the clock. The Jazz need 4 points to tie it. Lemar, what's going on? Raymond, we will make the playoffs. I believe we can achieve. Garcia, 20 plus in 17. Nice. This has been a fun night. This is not what I expected tonight. The Spurs were in the midst of a blowout going into halftime. We were up actually a lot at the half, weren't we? We were up 17, and I think it ballooned up to like 22, and then the Jazz just turned the game around, outscored a 67 to 50 in the second half. Spurs, though, up by 4 with just 6 seconds left. A really fun preseason game. I appreciate y'all hanging out tonight. We have 250 thumbs up. Maybe we can get to 300. Can we get to 300 if the Spurs win? We have almost 500 people watching a preseason game, which means Spurs fans are excited as we should be. And if you are a Spurs fan, I'm a huge Spurs fan too. For about 35 years, we'll be calling a ton of Spurs games. So if you're looking for a place to hang out, we'll be doing giveaways during the season. United States only. I'm sorry, due to shipping issues right now with the world. And do analysis videos. Just we really have a great Spurs community here. We'd love to have you join us. Subscribe button's down over there. JB, we had one last year, didn't we? 3-game winning streak? We had to have had one, right? No? DJG, 25-4. Yep, as you mentioned. 6.5 seconds to go. Jazz are not in the bonus, just for the record. The Spurs are. You just need a miss, and the game's over. I hope so. Top it, noob. We haven't had a big Spurs stream. We actually have not really had a huge Spurs stream ever. Keontae George for 3, but there's a whistle. That's a foul on the Spurs. We had a foul to give. Shoot. I should have taken that down. So I know what's happening. But I'll take it away in case you guys haven't seen it yet. Forgot to do that at the end of the games. Jazz ball, long 3, not even close. Spurs win by 4. We'll do a quick... oh my gosh, I've been live for almost 3 hours. The time is almost 11. That's a great win, Spurs fans. We'll do some end game stats. If you're heading out, please hit the thumbs up on the way out. It does still help the channel. But let's go ahead and do a recap, or not a recap. Let's go ahead and some final end game stats for the Spurs. Spurs are undefeated in the preseason. When's the last time we won our first 3 games in preseason? Honestly, I don't know. All right, for the Jazz, Hendricks with 50. This is the Jazz. Taylor Hendricks, Keontae George, Ace Bailey. They all started 34, 36, and 39 minutes respectively. Ace Bailey played 39 minutes. That's a lot for a rookie in a preseason. Anyway, Hendricks with 15, Nurkic with 12, George with 12, Bailey with 20, Williams with 12, Sensabaugh with 26 off the bench, including 12 of 12 from the free throw line, and Clayton Jr. with 20 off the bench. The Jazz shot 48, 34, 91, turned the ball over 11 times. The Spurs shot 47, 27. 3-ball was not falling. 79 with 14 turnovers for the Spurs. Champagnie with 10. Harrison Barnes, awful night, 0 for 6 with 0. Keldon with 11 on 4 of 6 shooting. Victor with 22. Devin Vassell with 18. Off the bench, Biyombo with 0. Waters with 9. Ingram 9. David Jones Garcia with 20. Big part of the reason the Spurs won tonight. Carter Bryant with 6, but did struggle from the floor. 2 of 8 from the field. 4 turnovers. Not a good night for Carter Bryant. He did have a few moments, but overall a little rough. Riley Minix was a no-show tonight. 0 points on 0-3 shooting. Luke Cornett with 7. Micah Potter still can't find his shot. He had 0. Adam Flagler with 0, but he went out with, I think, a knee injury or some sort of injury. Stanley Umadi with 13, and Dylan Harper looked good. 9 points on 4 of 6 shooting, 3 assists, no turnovers, a plus 20 stat line in 18 minutes. Yeah, he's gonna be okay. 289 thumbs up. We're almost to 300. On your way out, if you could hit the thumbs up and get us to 300, that would be greatly appreciated. This was a fun game. This was great to hang out with you guys tonight. Can't wait to call the regular season with you guys. Have Miss TSR join us again. And the next year, we're going to be calling some Spurs playoff basketball. I can feel it. All right, I got to get to bed. I got to get up early for the comic book thing tomorrow. So thank you all for being here. Greatly appreciate you. On behalf of Coyote, Baby Coyote, the Hulk, Jonathan, Grogu, JL, Mikey, Groot, if you're wondering who I'm talking to, if you just came in, these are all the guys that join us on the stream. There they are. Thank you all. Until next time, what you gonna do when TSR Sports runs wild on you? Go Spurs, go!